ready for bed at a regular time is one of the most important habits you can learn.
Who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters! Jason was my son, and today is his birthday.
Oh, Lori, scared another one away.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Sorry, Jack. Chucky's back.
We are counselors at Hackett's Quarry Summer Camp. There is a swarm of bears.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy.
Glenn! Glenn! Somebody help me, please!
Most people are so ungrateful to be alive, but not you.
It's showtime.
Hello, and welcome back to another fabulous and wonderful episode of the Scream Stream. Now, we are on episode 19. Episode 19 is another special episode. Today, we're not discussing movies or TV shows. No, we're doing a ranking video. Because, by golly, Miss Molly, I feel like if my buddy Bidwell can inspire me to do a ranking video, maybe I can inspire y'all to do a ranking video. Especially a ranking video on, well, our personal favorite franchise. Or not really my personal favorite, more Bidwell's personal favorite, but it rounds up there with at least the top, I don't know, 5 for me when it comes to franchises. I want to say I give Ghostface a 3. It's very hard to determine whether I put Ghostface in the 3rd spot or I give that to Jason, because of course Michael and Freddy are in the first 2, so it's always a back and forth when it comes to Ghostface with my ranking. But that's not the type of ranking we're talking about today. Today's ranking we're discussing is the first 6 films. And I say first 6 because we all know that they're going to make a 7th and probably an 8th film as well. And hell, fuck it. Let's go with a 9th film. Let's drag this shit out like it's fucking Fast and the Furious franchise. I mean, it's doing so well with Paul Walker passing, you know, that the fact that the movies are still carrying even after he leaves. Those movies used to mean so much to me back in the day, but then they went from street racing to let's save the fucking world. Now, I can't say this about the Scream franchise, though. They have somewhat kept with a same consistency over the time and over the years when it comes to kind of the same writing. But the first 4 films, of course, were directed by Wes Craven, who unfortunately did not return for 5 and 6. Unfortunately, he passed away. So, sad day on that we lost a magical icon of horror history, basically. And he never actually got to finish a lot of his shit, to be honest. Like, you should think about it. A lot of trilogies and movie franchises that he worked on got kicked back up, and he never got to see the finished conclusion. Now, whether or not he wanted to see the finished conclusion, that's all on him. I'll ask him that when I see him in the afterlife. One of the first questions I asked him, Wes, gotta ask, buddy, favorite Scream, go. But the first and second one, I didn't see who wrote the 3rd movie, but the first and second plus the 4th movie were written by Kevin Williamson, who I think helped produce or executive produced in the 5th and 6th movies. Of course, the 5th and 6th movie being that this is the passing of the torch part of the franchise, and it's going to be new blood. The fact that Wes Craven's not back in this. It is now written by Matt and, of course, Taylor. Which I want to say, if I read it correctly, Guy Buskin and James Vanderbilt actually helped co-write. I'm not sure which ones. I want to say the 4th one or the 5th one. Or technically it's called Scream 2022, but I'm still going to call it Scream 5. But this franchise not only hits personally for me, at home because of the fact that it is just another horror icon I personally actually enjoy. And I enjoy a lot of his killings. I think he's got some good kills over the years, you know, very creative, very interesting, especially with all the taunting he does. I always find that fun. I find it fun when a killer can basically goof around and taunt his victims before he straight up kills them. We don't get to see that a lot, especially from Michael or Jason, you know, the two silent protagonists. Now, we see that a lot with Freddy, but Freddy's way of taunting is a bit different. He's more like, let me fuck with you kind of taunting, where Ghostface is just like, I want to see what the fuck your insides look like. Hang up on me again, bitch. Watch what happens. Like, fucking Ghostface is like the sass of everything when it comes to killing. But not only did Scream, you know, like I said, it holds a special place in my heart, but it also kind of set a trend. It actually reinvented and reboosted the horror franchise, especially in the 90s, because the 90s was fucking terrible for horror movies. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I am disappointed. Like, the 80s was like the high of horror movies. The 90s was like the lowest of the low. But Scream came out of nowhere, surprised everybody, and it started an entire franchise that is still going strong. Oh, God, how many years has it been at this point? See, the original movie came out in 96. See, 2006 has been 10, 2016 is over 20. Wow, we're over like 20 some odd fucking years for this shit, okay? Like, it's almost not as long as Halloween, but it comes pretty fucking close. But the point is, this franchise has been around for a long time, and there's only so many things you can do with a ghost face, and they haven't quite jumped the shark yet, especially, like, we're looking at you, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The only reason I even sat down and watched that latest Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie was because of the whole party bus scene. I'm not gonna lie, that whole bullshit of everybody pulling out their phones, like, recording Bubba as he walks in, and that one guy walking in going, try anything, you're canceled, bro. Like, dude, you know Bubba went ham on that shit, and he did. He fucking did. And that was the only reason I watched that movie. It's just for the deaths. Because at this point, you done reinvented, rehashed, retold, rechanged, and we're out of ideas when it comes to Bubba. So, hopefully, Scream doesn't get that bad, where they kind of do more of a send-off like they did with Halloween. But we can only pray. Granted, I'm not saying the trilogy for Halloween that's recently came out is the golden child when it comes to movies or anything like that. But at least they ended the franchise after 40 fucking years. They finally were like, okay, guys, we've had enough. It was good having him. He's been in several movies. You know, he's a fun killer. But let's put him to rest, put Laurie to rest, and let's focus on the new. And the Dead by Daylight announced saying they're working with Blumhouse to do a Dead by Daylight movie, and y'all are aware of the fact that Blumhouse owns the rights, or at least the movie version, or these new trilogy versions of Michael, so he might come back in that. I mean, there's no guarantees or promises, that's just my theory. Like, I think that would be so fucking funny. That after all this time, yeah, even me over here going, finally after 40 years is done, just for Dead by Daylight to make a movie and bring his ass back. Like, that is some bullshit. That would be some bullshit. But, Scream, let's round back to Scream. But, the point is, Scream has been going on for a good fucking minute, and it's brought in some very fantastic cast members over the years. Of course, we got Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, David Arquette, oh, my boy David Dewey. Dewey, you got so done dirty by the end of this franchise. Fucking Roger Jackson, which congratulations for Roger Jackson for being in a lot of these movies. Like, even though he's not on camera, it is impressive that the fact that they got him for a lot of this shit. Now, I want to say one of the movies, they had to get somebody else to do some of his lines. Like, it was like a mixture of him plus somebody else. I could be wrong. I didn't really do, like, my whole movie, like, research and analogy kind of bullshit as I usually do, because this is a ranking video, and I'm just here to talk about my personal opinions when it comes to the Scream franchise ranking. And that's something I want y'all to remember, guys. This is my personal opinion. It's not facts. It's not garnished on the internet or anything like that. This is just my opinion on where I rank these movies. And if y'all actually have an idea of where y'all rank these movies, feel free to put a comment, send a message, hell, make your own video. Because you never fucking know. You really don't. But Neve Campbell, Courtney David, of course, Roger Jackson, and then we can't forget some of the more newer breakout actors we have been running into. Of course, Jenna Ortega, Hayden Panettiere, who, of course, was in the 4th movie and came back for the 6th one. Of course, you got Marsha Good. You know, we have a lot of good celebrities, or a lot of good up-and-comer celebrities in these movies, which is good for our passing of the torch at this point in the franchise. But the way we're going to rank these videos today is we are going to do the worst to the best. So we're going to start at the bottom and work our way to number 1. So, out of 6 films, which of the 6 Scream franchises, which of the 6 Scream movies is the worst of the worst to me? Out of all 6 of them, out of how crazy each and one of them get, out of everything, what is the worst Scream movie in anybody's opinion? Now, it took me a minute to mull this over. I was even talking to my buddy Bidwell about this over the weekend. And originally I had this particular movie one space higher. But going back through review, I had to go back and rewatch 3 and 5 because, to be honest, guys, those are the ones in the bottoms. Like, the 3, 5, 4, because it's just been a minute since I've seen 4. But 3 and 5 is just because they weren't some of my personal favorites. And 4 was just because I had to rewatch it. But after doing all of this, after going through all the scenes and thinking about it and molding it over, I have to say Scream 3 from 2000 has to be hands down the worst one. And let me explain. First, let's start with the simple fact of the writing. Yes, the writing was never very fucking clever. It was fun, it was witty, especially in the first 2 movies. But the third one basically kind of spit in the face of everything the first 2 movies set up. Not only did we get lied to by the trailers, by the way. Grant, I don't think they saw this shit coming in the future, especially in 2000. And I don't think they realized that, 10, 11 years later, they were going to make a 4th movie? But the way the trailers made it out to be was that this was supposed to be the final movie in the trilogy. And of course, the same rules that apply in this trilogy actually, funny enough, make a cameo in the 6th movie about the whole legacy characters can't die. They make the same point about that in the 3rd movie, the fact that Sydney could possibly die. You know, she may be the main character, but anything goes in the trilogy. Anything happens, and that goes with the rules right here. Randy, granted, let's point out a rather obvious fact before I continue on when it comes to the Randy rules. Yes, they are spoken by Randy, but Randy unfortunately got an untimely demise in the 2nd movie. So the best way to carry on his hopes and memories is, I want to say it's like his best friend or sister or something. It's a girl. I remember her because she's that actress from the Hostel Part 2 movie. The one who gets killed in the bathtub or upside down in the bathtub with that bathing vampire bitch. If y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all know who I'm talking about. But she shows up and basically puts on the movie for everybody, and it's Randy talking about the rules of a trilogy. Which I gotta give Randy credibility here. I gotta give him credibility. This motherfucker was planned for everything. Like, he just knew his life was gonna be a fucking movie. So he planned for everything. He had the rules already down, jotted, and ready to go. Hell, he even pre-recorded this shit just in case he thought he would die in the 2nd movie. But the rules are, the killer is basically a super mutant. Besides blowing his fucking ass up or freezing his head, there is nothing that's going to stop this man. Tell that to the killer in this movie. The past comes back to bite you in the ass. That is a common occurrence. You see a lot in this franchise, that the past won't die. This is why we have those common jokes about Sydney being 80 years old in a nursing home and Ghostface is still calling her. And saying, do you remember my brother, sisters, twice removed, cousins, goldfish, pet babysitter of his 4th biological 8th grandchild? Yeah, him. I'm related to him. And he's related to Stu Macher. That is why I'm here to kill you, Sydney. Like, seriously, I'm waiting for that shit. Just Ned Campbell, 80 years old, Scream 27. Tell me I'm wrong. I think hell the meta movie Stabs, by the time we get to the 6th film, well, we're on like the 9th, 10th, maybe 12th fucking film. I don't even know. They make a mention of it. I just didn't write down how many Stab movies came out at this point. But everything, though, that the first 2 movies set up, they basically just made a mockery of the whole situation when it came to the writing. And what I mean by that is let's go over some of the basic things first when it came to the writing. The whole bullshit. Oh, something I forgot to mention while I'm looking at my notes, thinking of the writing and stuff. One of the funny things I've noticed about this movie when it came to the writing is the fact that they were making jokes among themselves as they were telling the jokes. And let me explain that. I think that was more in Scream 2, maybe? Yeah, that was more in Scream 2. But in Scream 3, they kind of... The voice box. The fucking voice box. Let me explain that. What I mean by the writing the voice box. You're telling me that they wrote down that this killer conveniently has a voice box that, of course, makes you sound like Ghostface. Now, it's been established since the first movie, right? It's been established since the second movie, right? The third movie, you don't think nothing big about it until you realize that the voice box not only mimics Ghostface, but it mimics Sydney's mother's voice, Cotton's voice, his girlfriend's voice, I want to say, at some point. You got the fucking, some news agents, some journalists. Like, this voice box, it's like the fucking ex machina of voice boxes. Like, seriously, you just think of a voice, boom, it's able to fucking do it. And that's the kind of writing I'm talking about, the ex machina of bullshit. It's just, be a little bit more realistic. Like, yeah, we don't need to know where the fucking voice box comes from. Granted, I know you're trying to get meta with the whole movie within the movie kind of bullshit, because the whole purpose of Scream 3, of course, is the Stab movies. They're working, I think, on the 3rd or 4th Stab movie or something like that. Yeah, Stab 3 right here. And basically, that's where a lot of the movie takes place, is in Hollywood. Sydney, of course, she is living on her own. Dewey's a fucking... For some reason, I don't know how they got Dewey to do this shit, but they got him as an advisor for Stab 3. And, of course, Gail's a fucking reporter, as per usual. Didn't really add much character development. The only character development we had was we found out Gail and Dewey broke up yet again. As per usual to these movies, like there's never a moment when I'm not expecting them to be like, whoa, we were together until you wrote that part about me in that book. 'Cause that's seriously, like, they even used that in Scream 6. When Gail comes back, she's a fucking sleazy reporter, and they're mad at her for writing about them in the book. When will people learn not to hang out with Gail Weathers? Because she will write about it in the book, and then twist your fucking words. But it's like, it's, shit like that. And then, but let's kind of go more besides just the writing. Because again, there's a lot more to it than just, ex machina when it comes to writing. But it's also like I get there's supposed to be actors playing these characters. But there's like the whole explosion scene. Okay, and if y'all don't know what scene I'm talking about, let me break it down for y'all. At one point, Dewey and Gail, and I think Dewey's like babysitting the fucking what's left of the cast of the fucking Stab movies, and they basically get effects from Ghostface. I'm not even kidding, guys. You get effects from Ghostface, and it's basically telling them what to do, and Dewey and them are like, "Hey, listen, we know Ghostface, so if he's telling you to not go outside, no, you want to go outside." And of course, they're like, no, listen to this script. And it's like, you would think in the third movie, when 2 people, by the way, 2 people, not just one, when 2 people who have fought Ghostface twice at this point, 3 times. Actually, no, twice, because I don't think Dewey and Gail have faced Ghostface yet until this scene. But the point is, they've already did it, so Dewey's the fucking advisor for the movie, right? Why not fucking listen to him when he's like, hey, listen, the killer is saying not to go outside. I've dealt with this shit, so we should go outside. But yeah, they gonna play fucking stupid. And then you got that dumbass who goes all the way back in to read the script, and instead of grabbing the paper and walking outside and letting them read it or anything like that, no, dumbass, what's that smell? Let me light this shit up. Explosion. Fucking stupid. Fucking stupid as fuck. Well, speaking of stupid as fuck explosions and shit, the deaths in this movie were very lackluster, especially compared to the first two. I mean, hell, one of the rules in the second movie was the fact that the deaths were supposed to be grander in scale. And you would think the same thing would apply here, but nope. It's just basic, boring kills. Like, hell, I will say at least in Scream 6, yeah, a lot of it was just a lot of stabbing, a lot of throat slashing and stuff, but it felt so fucking brutal. For Scream 3, it was just a fucking snooze. Like, hell, I actually looked up 3 death scenes that all happened literally back to back. Like, I shit you not. And it's the one where the girl who plays Sydney's character in the movies, the black guy and the other chick. Again, the cast is not very memorable either. I hate to say that, but besides the main legacy characters that we've seen from the first 2 movies, the rest of these actors who were playing these characters, very unrememberable. And even as a death, they're very fucking unrememberable. That's why I had to rewatch this movie. Again, I had to rewatch some scenes because they were so, like, I literally wrote down deaths. And I couldn't think of a single fucking death that happened in this movie. And I'm like, I know people died besides the explosion. The explosion was the only death that stood out to me because it was so fucking stupid. But yeah, the whole point of it, it's the bitch who plays Gail in the movie. Yeah, it's her, the bitch who plays Sydney in the movie, and I can't remember who the black guy's supposed to play. But they're all in the fucking what's his face's house, Roman's house, because it's his birthday, if y'all remember that. And straight up, they're like running back, like, ah, shit, it's like a fucking Scooby-Doo chase scene right here. Like, they're running back and forth, going, oh my god, let's go this way, oh my god. And they've been doing this, by the way, throughout the whole movie. It ain't just in this one scene. It's all over the fucking place. And it's kind of gimmicky and kind of stupid. Like, I sense that from the Scooby-Doo, but from Scream, it's kind of makes me feel like you're treating me like a child and treating these characters like a child. Like, this is supposed to be stupid children humor. But, like I said, in this scene, you know, they're all running around, and Ghostface ends up attacking a group of them in the bedroom. Of course, Gail fights back like the bad bitch she is. We all know the bad bitch she is. She fucking throws that vase at his head and shit. But, I want to say he stabs the black guy a couple of times. And of course, the black guy runs down. He's screaming, help, please, 911, please. And then he comes up behind him, stabs him again, and throws him off the balcony. And we don't even get a cool shot of looking down at his dead body like we did Cece in Scream 2. No. And then, of course, you know, the basic stabs, and then Sydney's actress or whatever, she at one point runs off, and then Ghostface ends up just stabbing her, I think, twice in the chest, and then we see him roll her body off the stairs, and then, of course, with the chick playing Gail's actress, whatever, again, these characters are not that memorable, but she gets attacked by Ghostface, and we get to see Dewey trying to save her by shooting the mirrors, and then her body just gets thrown through one of the mirrors after she gets stabbed. So, it's just lackluster. It's very lackluster when it comes to the kills. And that's sad, because you're in a fucking slasher film. Make memorable kills at least. If you're not gonna at least take care of the writing and make the characters smart, at least care for the kills. Which, speaking of caring, nobody gave a fuck about the opening of this movie. Let's talk about that for a minute. The opening to this movie is such a cop-out. And what I mean by that is, we're left in Scream 2 thinking Cotton has redeemed himself. Like, it was even written that Cotton redeemed himself. I think he even shows up at the finale of 2 to help Sydney and Gail out to deal with all that bullshit. But he is, redeemed, basically. He was made to be this monster in the first movie, comes back in the second movie, redeems himself, actually becomes a fucking hero. Even Sidney points this out. And what happens here? He gets fucking brutally killed, him and his girlfriend. All because he wouldn't give up Sidney's address. Not only, like I said, the writing, the bad writing there. Why is it we spent all this time trying to redeem this character just to instantly kill him in the third movie? Like, instantly. Like, it happens within the first, 15 minutes. Not even 15 minutes. I think it's 10 minutes in the movie it happens. And it's just, again, it just shows you the craziness of the whole voice box thing, where it's like, Ghostface calls, I think, Cotton while he's driving in L.A., and I think he's pretending to be a journalist or something that changes his voice to be Ghostface, and he's like, oh, why don't you come on home? Because he's at fucking with his girlfriend. His girlfriend hears who she thinks is Cotton, and then she gets attacked by Ghostface, and then it's fucking him or it's Ghostface voicing Cotton, going, no, baby, it's just me, I'm playing around. It's convoluted. It's fucking convoluted opening. It really is, and it just hurts my feelings that, yeah, Cotton was not my favorite character in this whole franchise, but it is pretty fucking shitty that we did build him up just to instantly kill him off in this movie. And it's so aggravating. It's so aggravating. It's like, they could have done so much more with his character. They actually could have done something with his character. But nope. No, I mean, hell, they could have stuck with the same revenge plot bullshit where Cotton could have been the fucking killer and trying to frame Sidney to pay back for her fingering him back in the first movie. Like, yeah, that would have been better. To be honest, that honestly would have been better. But it's just like, overall, it's not a very well-rounded movie, and it ain't very well entertaining. Like, again, it's all, the slapstick hurts in this. Like, the slapstick really fucking hurts. It's not fun slapstick. Like, fun slapstick is like Scream being hit aside the head with the refrigerator back in the first movie. Or being, dogged out in the second movie, I think with the vase on top of the piano and shit. But like I said, Gale, when he attacks them all in the bedroom, when she throws that fucking vase, she throws it. It looks like it hurts. So the slapstick's not fun anymore like it was in the first two. And my thing is, who's this movie meant for? Besides just fans of it's not even fans of the first two, because you rewrite a whole bunch of shit. I mean, yeah, we get a little bit of character development when it comes to Sidney, like, especially Sidney. We learn what happened to her, she, after the second incident, she isolated herself, stayed away from everybody, which is understandable. And I like the character development she gets with Mark Kincaid. Now, he's actually, is it Mark or Mike? Mark, okay, yeah, it's Mark Kincaid. Now, I like his character because not only is he willing to help out with Sidney and stuff, but there is that nice blossoming romance between them that I absolutely fucking love. Like, Sidney deserves her happy ending. And they even said that in the sixth movie. And by that point in the sixth movie, she has 2 kids. Like, hell, we see that in the fifth movie. She's got 2 kids. She's married to Mark. Funny enough, she's actually married. So, in some aspects, this actually pays off in the end. This is one of the few aspects of the third movie that actually pays off nicely in the end. But yeah, it's just besides Mark Kincaid, a lot of the newer characters, like I said, just didn't stick out. Even the killer himself didn't stick out. And that was something that really drew this movie down to a 0 to me. To a fucking, bottom of the barrel thing. Okay. So we had, of course, the first movie's reveal about Billy and Stu, all their bullshit. And, of course, Billy Mom being the second killer. So about the third movie, we need to up the suspense. We need to up to see who is the actual killer. And, originally when I watched this movie back when I was a kid, because remember, it came out in 2000. And I think I watched my first Scream movie in 1999. Which, yes, I was far too young to be watching this movie. But I was all into it, especially Wes Craven, because I already seen Nightmare on the Street 1 at this point. So, at at this point, we're trying to just, slowly piece together, 'cause especially the first movie, had you questioning who the killer was, especially the expectations and, like, the whole, like, again, we'll get into that review aspect, actually, when we get to that movie. But the expectations of who the killer would be, and you're doing the same bullshit here. You're just like, who could be the fucking killer on this one? And of course, as the actors start dropping, you start running out of people, and you're like, okay, who actually has a fucking vendetta against Sidney at this point? Because this is a whole revenge plot. That's the whole point of this fucking franchise is just revenge. That's it, just revenge. But it's Raymond. It's the director of the Stab movies. It's the fucking director of the Stab movies. He's the killer. And it is turned out, or we find out he's the killer when fucking Sidney traps herself in like a private theater room and she sees a film strip of her, not film strip, but a film being played on projection of her mom. And Raymond comes out and he's just like, yes, your mother was an actress all these years ago and she had me. I am your half-brother, Sidney. Like, what the fuck is this, like, James Bond bullshit? Half-brother? That might as well have been an evil twin. Like, still, even, I'm almost fucking 30 years old and I still find that fucking twist stupid as hell. I'm not gonna lie. Just stupid as fuck. Just, I'm the fucking half-brother. And then, of course, he explains that, not only is he the half-brother, but he is a baby conceived by, well, R-A-P-E. I don't know how people feel about me saying that word out loud, so just in case, we're just going to spell it out. But yes, he is that type of baby. And that's one of the triggers that ended up happening, to make him go on this killing spree. And it's because when he went to confront Maureen and be like, hey, listen, I'm your long-lost son after all these years, she rejected him. She rejected him. Well, of course she's gonna fucking reject him. Not only did she not probably want this child growing up, and this is one of those heavy, like, sensitive topics that we're about to get into when it comes to having children from that situation. It's one of those, do you love the child, or do you only look at the person who did that to you? And it could be one or the other. And Maureen, unfortunately, was one of those people who just couldn't look at Raymond because it probably reminded her a lot of what happened that day. So, because of this bullshit, because of all this bullshit, and the fact that he's mad, this is where the writing gets the most stupidest out of everything. This is the reason why I say this movie slaps me in the face and why it's ranked the lowest of the lowest. This motive right here, or this situation. Not only is he a baby and he's the half-brother of Sidney, but he's the one to show Billy proof that his dad was cheating. He basically inspired or pushed Billy to do the killings, is what they're saying. And I find that a slap in the fucking face. Because the thing with Billy is, Billy was made to be a fucking crazy-ass killer. I'm not gonna lie. Fucking crazy-ass killer who was obsessed and influenced by horror movies, especially at the time. And it's just fucking crazy that they literally wait to announce, basically, oh, Raymond's the one that gave him the idea. Raymond showed him proof about the infidelity. And it's all Sidney's fault. It's all Sidney's mother's fault. And it's just like, why would you do that? Why would you write that? And say, who okayed that? Who looked at that and went, you know what, that's a great fucking twist right fucking there. Love it. Print it. Go for it. Nobody. Like, nobody should have okayed that, to be honest. Like, seriously, that was the stupidest fucking twist ever. Stupidest fucking twist. And that's why I don't like that movie. It's because it's too overly cartoonish. The characters are just fucking stupid. There's nobody really memorable besides the original cast. There's only like one good character that's new. The fucking twist killer. And the fact that this is the only Scream movie that has one ghost face. One ghost face. out of all the movies. And that was the thing about Ghostface, which explains why he was in 2 places at once. Because there was 2 fucking killers. Now, how do we explain Raymond being in 2 places at once? Oh, wait, we kill him off, air quotes around that shit, because I want to say Gale, air quotes, find his bodies. Somewhere in the basement. I think it's a freezer section or something. But, yeah, like, they try to be smart about that shit to explain, oh, okay, well, it can't be Raymond because Raymond's dead. No. Like, seriously, explain how that motherfucker could be in 2 places at once. Because there were several moments throughout that movie that I noticed that he was there, but he shouldn't have been there. Like, the whole explosion party thing, I think he was there originally and then left, and then that's when the facts start. Like, you telling me he got the facts started as soon as he got in the car? Like, as soon as he cranked up his car, what's he got, a fax machine in his fucking car? Like, I get it, it's early 2000, you know, technology was weird and shit, but I don't remember fax machines in my car. But, yeah, it just, and let's not even forget about the whole stupid bulletproof vest thing. Like, okay, it's not really stupid, it was actually one of the more smarter situations. Okay, one of the more smarter things, especially coming from Sydney. This explains the indestructibleness of Ghostface because, you know, Raymond, you know, he's wearing a bulletproof vest, so nothing can kill him. Aim for the head, Dewey. Aim for the head. Aim for the fucking head. Because, of course, you know, he does the typical Ghostface thing. There's always a moment in the Scream franchise where the killer comes back and they shoot him in the head again. Or at least they shoot him in the head. Because that's the only permanent way to make sure a killer does not come back. But yeah, I don't like this movie. The MPA was cool with this movie, funny enough. Like, the MPA didn't give them as much trouble as they had beforehand. But I think it's because it's 2000, it was a different time. MPA just really didn't give a fuck. MPA is like, oh, that's rated R? Good for you. Good for you. Now, they did the same thing in the second movie, which when we get to that one, I got a funny story to tell y'all on that. But yeah, hands down, Scream 3 from 2000, even though a lot of people are okay with this one compared to some of the later titles, you know, especially 4, 5, and 6. I think this was one of the more weaker movies because of the fact that it's just everything was lackluster. You know, even though it's supposed to be a finale per se, it's very lackluster. The writing was kind of childish. The acting was a little slapstick all over the place. Like, I didn't have fun with the movie. It's kind of a slug to get through personally with me, but that's just how I feel about the third movie. That's really how I feel about the third movie. Now, I said so much terrible and negative things about the third movie, so what could possibly be a little bit better than the third movie? So let's go with The Passing of the Torch, the requel, Scream 2022 is number 5, being the worst, and let me explain. I don't mind the Passing of the Torch premise. I've never had a problem with the Passing of the Torch premise. I fucking loved it in Ghostbuster Afterlife. I love that idea. I loved Halloween, how they passed on the torch, you know, grandma to grandchild. You know, I enjoyed that. I thought that was really good. That's one of the highlights from the Halloween trilogy. I will discuss one day. But I don't mind the Passing of the Torch. I don't mind killing off main characters to sadness, but disappointing, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't mind killing of characters, even though it's sad and disappointing, because, especially they're fan favorites, sometimes it's necessary to carry on the movie. So, you know, I've learned, especially from The Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, anybody's expendable, especially in a franchise such as Scream. Anybody's fucking expendable. So, my thing is, I don't mind about that. It's just got to be done well. And that's the thing. That's the fucking thing about Scream 5. It ain't done well because they spend most of the time in the movie going, look at these reference, look at this reference, remember this reference, here's another reference, here's one more reference. Like, seriously, look up the references to this movie. They're all over the place. From fucking voice cameos, the pictures, to recreating scenes from the first movie. Let's not forget about the Mindy scene where she's in her uncle's house, which is where the finale of the first movie took place, and she's watching the recreation, I think, from the Stab movies of Randy in the living room from the Scream movie going, Jamie, look behind you, Jamie, and fucking Ghostface is standing right behind him, and then, of course, we have Kenny and Sydney in the van watching this shit. They're doing the same fucking shit here, except this time the expectation is she's not going to turn around, but she's smarter than that. She turns her fucking ass around. And, of course, Ghostface attacks her. My thing is, you can have the references and the callbacks and stuff. Like, I don't mind this shit. Like, hell, I just watched recently, within the last week or so, this fan-made TV pilot series that they're trying to get off the ground on YouTube called Mystery Incorporated. And it's a live-action Scooby-Doo movie, or TV show. And it's fun. It's fucking fun. Like, it's like 110% better than that goddamn Velma show. And it's fun. But there's a lot of references to a lot of Scooby-Doo. Like, hell, they're reading a book for the pillars, the 13 pillars. The Hex Girls are there singing, the Hex Girls, who are working for Vincent Van Gogh. You know who the first ghost is? The Minor 49er. They even make a joke about his name. But they're not like slapping it, like punching us in the face with it, you know. Just remember the Minor 49er? Yeah, that guy. Yeah, here he is. Here he is. Here he is. They're not doing that shit. Well, unfortunately, in Scream 5, they kind of do that shit, especially recreating some of the scenes shot for shot, almost. Like, seriously, shot for shot. Again, let's go back to the Mindy scene. It's literally shot for shot from the television to the shot for shot from the movie to the shot for shot for what we're watching now, if that makes any fucking sense whatsoever. Now, besides the so much like, they were really hounding and hoping for the nostalgia of a lot of the Scream movies, since at that point it's been another 11 years since they made a Scream movie. And of course, they were doing the meta joke about legacy movies, you know, Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, how it literally is just the name from the original one. Except it's called like Halloween 2018, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022, you know, shit like that. They do the same thing here, but I still say it's Scream 5 because it's still in fucking order. It's not like they changed or reboot anything. It's still the same fucking franchise we always known and love. But the reason why I rank this one so low, so fucking low, even though it's got a bomb-ass opening, I'm not gonna lie, the bomb-ass opening. Now, that opening is fucking fiery. Like, it shows you the brutality of where this Ghostface is going. This Ghostface in 5 is there to hurt and to kill, except his first victim. The fifth one, even though it is brutal, you know, he breaks her fucking leg, she fucking gets stabbed in the hand and all of this shit. And then, of course, let's not forget about the fun, you know, the way he did the phone call originally. When it starts off where he's just some regular guy. Like, it was weird hearing Roger Jackson just be a regular guy for like half a second. I bet you that's how everybody feels when they hear his voice. Just, holy shit, you're Ghostface. Yeah, I get that a lot. Dude, do the Ghostface voice. This is my voice. Like, but he's a casual dude just, you know, talking about the Stab franchise and Scream, and then he changes his voice, you know, deepens it a little bit to the fucking, I guess, tell her, hey, no, this is really Ghostface. But then you have the fucking, you know, messing with the automatic locks, because everything, you know, especially in 2022, is automatic. You know, you got your automatic locks, you got your fucking automatic lights and all this shit. Like, everything's automatic nowadays. And Ghostface used that as an advantage, which is also one of the rules. which the rules for this movie, not told by Randy, but by, what is it, Travis and Charlie? Is that who tells the rules in this one? Never trust the love interest, which is also a rule that carries on to the sixth movie, which is true. The killings always have something to do with the past. Because of course it does, because it's fucking Scream. The first victim always has a circle of friends, and the killer's always in that circle. Which again, keeps with the franchise, keeps with the thing. Like, these rules are kind of lackluster, if that makes any sense. Like, they're not as bad as the rules in Scream 3, you know, because of the fact that, you know, at least in Scream 3's rules, it made sense. You know, the killer is superhuman because he wears a bulletproof vest. You know, the past comes back and bites you in the ass. We get this, but why continue on the rule? Well, the past is still going to bite you in the ass. Yes, we know that. Tell us the new rule. And I will say, at least the new rule, never trust the love interest, makes sense. Especially after the first movie, where we trust the love interest. And it turns out we shouldn't have. But the opening, like I said, was pretty badass. Very brutal, but he did not kill her. And I want to say, not a lot of people die in this movie. Not a lot of fucking people die in this movie. Like, there's a good number of deaths. But I want to say, I don't think it's the lowest body count they have. I could be wrong. Hey, let me look that up. Body count. Yeah, 6. And that's not including the killers. Which reminds me, what's the body counts for 3? Yeah. So yeah, now at this point, you know, 6 body count. I want to say, even the first movie had more of a body count. What exactly is the body count for the other movies? Okay, 6. $10. Third one had 10. How many people died in the fourth movie? $7. Okay. Okay, so 6 kills, though, compared to some of the other ones, it's about average. Okay, so I can't give them that one. At least, like I said, the kills were about average when it came to body counts. Now, when it comes to deaths, though, graphic as fuck, I'm not gonna lie. But I will say they use a lot of CGI. Which is something they started doing in the fourth movie, which is what it did, a lot of CGI. They started using less practical effects and shit. But one of the biggest aspects, though, that I was very displeased about this movie is, once again, the writing. They don't write it as it's a fucking franchise. They write it as, well, this person's only been in one movie. Let's take Dewey for an example. This is the death, even though it's a cool fucking death. Don't get me wrong. It is a cool fucking death. And I wouldn't have minded this death at a different point, at a different time, under a different situation. Let me explain that. Like, I wouldn't mind if Dewey would have died. If it would have been, you know, maybe in the 6th movie, you know, maybe there was fucking reasoning behind, you know, more of a reasoning behind his death than, well, he's just being stupid. I could get behind that. Like, hell, if he would have died trying to save Gail or something, you know, and he died in her arms, that would have been a good death. You know, especially Ghostface, you know, just gets done stabbing him, says his little one-liner, Gail comes in, you know, shoots at him or something, he runs the fuck off, and then, you know, Gail's holding Dewey, and she's just like, Dewey's gonna be okay, you know, and then, of course, you know, he can say, like, his his fucking earlier line in the movie where it's just like, Woodsboro was meant for you too, Gale. And when I meant by Woodsboro, I mean you and me. We were meant to, some bullshit, sappy shit like that. That would have been a far better, more entertaining way to die. Or at least honorable way to die. Yes, the whole, the whole knife through the back of the front and sliced up. Pretty cool death. But again, I think I would have been more satisfied with it if it happened at a different time or a different point, and Gale would have been there to actually see it instead of us seeing the slow-mo reaction of her crying when she finds out he dies. Like, it didn't hit me in the gut as much as it should have, but I'm still pissed nonetheless that they killed my boy Dewey before they killed Gale. I'm gonna be honest, I like Gale. Gale, she's a boss-ass bitch. Her and Sydney are boss-ass bitches together. But damn it, Dewey and Sydney had more of a connection. They had more of a reason. They had more of a friendship than her and Gale ever did. So to me, it would feel a lot better, a lot smoother, a lot more realistic if they would have kept Dewey. Maybe killed Gale here, having a stupid fucking moment. But no, they ended up killing Dewey in this movie, and unfortunately, we are David Arquette-less for the rest of the franchise, which is very, very, very sad and disappointing. But yeah, it's like, and his reasoning, okay, let me explain something, and again I go back to the bad writing scenario or situation here. Dewey is a legacy character. They made mentions of that several times, of him being a legacy character, because he's dealt with Ghostface at this point 4 fucking times. He's been stabbed numerous fucking times. He's even killed Raymond in the head with Sydney's advice. He knows what the hell he's doing. Him being an expert on this shit, he knows what the fuck he's doing. So why are you telling me all of a sudden Dewey got stupid? Like, you literally wrote this amazing, especially the fact that you wrote him as a broken man. Let me actually step back for a second. Dewey's already a broken fucking man at this point because him and Gale are divorced. Which is another slap in the face to me personally, because of the fact that we spent 3 fucking movies, or 2 movies of, okay, the first movie spent them flirtatious and getting to know each other. The second movie, they decided to try and work it out, even though she wrote a book. Same thing with the third movie, but Dewey finally wises up and realizes Gale's the only one he wants. Which is funny because in actual reality, Courtney Cox and David Arquette actually did have a blooming relationship. I don't know how long they were married for. I know they had a couple of kids. They were married for a little while. And filming their first interaction together on this movie was very emotional for everybody. It's not just for David Arquette and Courtney Cox, but apparently the camera crew and everybody was all like, oh my god. They're just fucking crying and shit. But they made him fucking stupid for all of like 5 seconds. That's all you need in a horror movie to make someone stupid and regret their decision. Is 5 seconds of stupidity. And they did. Just, oh my god. Guys, y'all get to the elevator. I gotta go kill Ghostface. No, bro. Stay with the group. Stay with the group. You said the fucking words. I'll be right back. You ain't coming back. You know that rule. Everybody knows that rule. Fuck. Dewey got fucked anyway. I'm sorry. That shit just still ticks me off to this day. Rewatching that Fizz movie still pissed me off. I'm just screaming at the television, Dewey, go back to the elevator. And then, of course, we have, it's an honor. The whole line from Ghostface, like, that just pissed me off. Because not only is that just a slap in the face to say to Dewey, because this Ghostface has no purpose or actual vendetta against Dewey. So why is it an honor for you to fucking kill Dewey? You ain't the Ghostface he's always dealt with, and you had no personal vendetta against him. And also, let's talk about this for a second. So we know who the killers are in this movie. The killers are fucking Amber and Richie. Alright? They're trying to tell me Amber, who's about, I think, an inch taller than me. She's either 5'5" or 5'6". which means she might be an inch and a half taller than me. But the point is, you're telling me this average size itty bitty little girl, about the size as me, was able to stab Dewey in the front and the back, and then pick his ass up? Now, I can say I can pick up maybe about 50 pounds before I hurt myself. You trying to tell me she could pick up a 175, 200 pound man? I mean, I'm just guessing on his weight estimation here. Like, I don't know Dewey. It's not like I researched Dewey's actual weight here. But you're trying to tell me this itty bitty little ass bitch picked up Dewey. Suspending a disbelief does not exist here. Kill it. Kill it with fire. But since we're on the killer topic, let's talk about their fucking stupid ass motive. It has to be hands down the stupidest ass motive. Now, the reason why I didn't put this in the last spot compared to the third one is because the third one was like one they like just pulled out of fucking thin air. Just, alright, Raymond is like the half brother. There we go. There was no thought, communication, or anything. At least here, it was thought about. They thought about it. And of course, being Ghostface, especially being a modern Ghostface, or the passing of the torch Ghostface, of course they're going to talk about toxic fandom. And about how people are ruining horror movies. And about how repetitive and stupid things are. You know, it's just this entire bullshit of reasonings just so they can frame Sam. Just so they can inspire people to make more movies. So they can make more scary movies. Because fuck this elevated horror bullshit. Which I have to say I agree to a degree. The elevator horror shit's just not my cup of tea. It's I want good scares and the elevator horror. I guess because I'm already fucked up enough that nothing psychological really fucks with me. I'm not gonna lie, nothing psychological really fucks with me. Like, usually I just get, like, taken aback or grossed out because of, a bloody situation, like in Midsummer. That movie didn't fuck with me. I enjoyed that movie. I was more taken aback by the orgy scene than anything else. I was not expecting a group of, 9 butt-ass naked women and one guy drugged up on some fuck shit. Yeah, I was not expecting that shit. I was just like, oh God. And then, of course, the other scene that took me aback, it was mainly because I wasn't expecting that awesome fucking practical effect. Which was the scene where we see the two old people jump off the cliff and then the one guy doesn't land right, so they have to smash his head with the hammer. That scene took me aback, but it's more because I'm impressed by the practical effects, by what I'm seeing on the screen. Not because I'm scared or because I feel a shiver through my spine. No. It is mainly because... There we go. Sorry, I had to readjust something real quick. But it's mainly because of the fact that I done lost my train of fucking thought. God damn it. Oh, that's how badly I'm displeased with this fucking movie. I'm talking about their fucking stupid ass motives. About toxic fandom and bullshit. But the whole meta thing was mainly like a middle finger more to the fans of like Star Wars per se. And I'm gonna be 100% honest. If this makes me toxic, then so fucking be it. I hated what they did with the new trilogy of Star Wars. Prove me wrong. Everything they set up in the first movie was basically thrown out for bullshit that didn't make any sense in the second movie, just for them to not make any more sense in the third movie. Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say this. You cannot tell me that fucking Senator Sidious or Palpatine or whatever the fuck you want to call him survived being thrown off a fucking railing into an electrical component that basically got blown up by the end of the movie. How the hell did he survive? Oh, bits and pieces. No. I don't know how many people you know who have survived explosions, but bits and pieces of him are not gonna fucking make that shit. And it has nothing to do with the fact that, you know, we like good stories. We like consistent good stories. And if you write a character just to rewrite them in the second movie, just to rewrite them again in the third movie, just to flip people off because you're pissed off and nobody liked your first movie, just get over yourself. Get the fuck over yourself. And that's what I want to say to Richie. Get over yourself, bro. So people don't give a shit about Stab 8. Get over it, Richie. That's what I kind of want to tell the writers. Get over it. People aren't going to like your shit. There are going to be people out there who are not going to like your shit because it ain't the old school, what they grew up with. Ain't the nostalgia. Is you're trying to change too much. But you know what? That's okay. If done correctly and properly, you can still have a successful and full franchise. But you have to care about the first fucking audience. And it goes back to the rules. Which rule was it? Which movie brought up this rule? I have to go back and look at it. I think it might have been the fourth movie that talk about it. You don't fuck with the originals. You just don't. You don't spit on it. You don't talk shit on it. I don't give a shit if you're rebooting it. I don't care if you're making a requel, a sequel, or a two-ply reboot. I don't care. Show some fucking respect. And I hate to say it about Scream 5. They actually do show a little bit of respect. I know, it's not exactly where you thought I was going with that, but a lot of other movies, such as Star Wars, doesn't show respect. So this is why there's the toxic fan base. And it's not because we're toxic because you changed this and made us focus on a woman. I don't care about that shit. I'm going to be honest, when it came to Star Wars Episode 7, you had me hook, line, and sinker. Like, I didn't care that Han Solo died. I was actually impressed that y'all killed Han Solo off so fucking early. I was just like, oh my god. Kylo, yes, he can finally start his journey to the dark side. This is gonna be some good shit. Fucking Rey, we're gonna find out who our parents are. And like, you got me all excited for the next fucking movie just to disappoint me. Just to fucking disappoint me. And in some aspect, that's kind of what the fifth movie did. You got me all hyped up for the fifth movie, all excited for the fifth. I remember watching the trailer, right? And one of the scenes that just got me like super excited. It's literally like a 3-second scene. It's basically, you see the shadow of Ghostface after he kills what's his face by the car. You see the shadow of him just like standing there, you know, doing his typical Ghostface movements and shit. And that was just like a really cool visual effect. Now, as you go and watch the movie, that scene is nowhere in the fifth movie whatsoever. Nowhere at all. They cut it. I don't know if it's a deleted scene or whatnot, but they cut it. But yeah, it's just like they got me all hyped up for this fifth movie, all excited for this fifth movie, to show me all these cool things, kind of build up this fantastic fifth movie. Waiting on Scream 5. I mean, I'm not talking mad shit on it. It's just my second lowest ranking. Still beats the Scream 3. But I do like Scream 6 better than 5. Let's see, I lost my train of thought here. But yeah, overall though, when it came to the fifth movie, it's not the worst of the franchise. It really isn't. I just don't personally like the killer's motivations. I'm very, very disappointed because I do like the actor who plays Richie. Grant, I'm a big fan of his from The Boys. I love The Boys. I loved him as Hugh. He was adorable. And I liked him as a bad guy. Granted, though, the twist that just didn't make any sense. Just the love interest? Like, seriously. Even though it's in the rules. It's in the fucking rules. But that kind of took me sideline, basically. Sideline. Now, Amber, she was rather obvious. She was the killer. Like, she literally should have just wrote a t-shirt that had a t-shirt that said, I am totally the killer. Like, seriously. They want to get that meta. And one of the other aspects I really didn't care much for, and it doesn't even play that big of a deal in the sixth movie, is the whole Billy Ghost thing. Like, I get it. It was supposed to be a big deal. You know, Sam's related to Billy. That's the whole reason why Tara and her father left. You know, I get that. I understand that. But why the fuck did you have to make him a ghost? Just, like, taunting her. Like, she's not psychologically broken here. She shouldn't be psychologically broken. But y'all making her psychologically broken to the point that she's seeing a ghost that she's never actually met. She doesn't even know. My thing is, how the fuck is she supposed to know what Billy sounds like when she never met him? Like, I can get the imagery. You know, maybe seeing his picture at a newspaper or some bullshit. But it never made sense to me. And then him just taunting her in the mirror, you know, oh, pick up that knife and just kill the killer. It's just like, bitch, calm the fuck down, okay? You're a ghost. You're dealing with your own mental stability here. Don't listen to a ghost. Yeah, it was too on the nose. Right, it was too on the nose. Yeah, with the whole new Randy, with the whole Mindy and Chad, which was surprisingly, if I may say this, surprisingly, thank you, Clark, for the follow. Very much appreciate it. But surprisingly, how the hell did Chad survive? Not just once. Spoilers, by the way. Spoilers for the 6 movies. Chad survives the 6th movie. And I'm tired of this man surviving. Like, he is indestructible. I don't know how many times Ghostface stabbed him in this movie, but he's indestructible. And hell, in that 6th movie, he gets it even worse. I'm not even gonna lie, he gets it even worse. But yeah, I don't mind them. They're fun characters. I get there's, you know, Randy's niece and nephew and stuff. The fact that they're inside the house. And again, this goes back to what I was originally saying about the 5th movie. About all the fucking too much nostalgia, too much nodding, too much, hey, look at this, look at this, look at this. Like, remember this bullshit? Like, seriously. Right? Like, fucking, like, how the hell did he survive? How? Like, you think, okay, in the 5th movie, you can kind of maybe, okay, somebody fucked up somewhere, you know, didn't stab him correctly, but in the 6th movie, the dude gets stabbed by 2 Ghostface simultaneously, one in the front, one in the back, several fucking times. I counted at least 30 stabs. How the hell did he survive that? Now, Mindy, I want to say she could maybe survive her wounds, but Chad, though, Chad should have died. Chad should have died. But speaking of people who actually had pretty cool deaths and stuff, Wes and Judy. And that's a two-sided coin there. Let me explain that. So I like the way Wes died, but I'm disappointed the way Judy died. Right, you missed that. I already had like a 10-minute rant about how they did my boy Dewey wrong. Like, they did him so wrong, Clark. Like, they made him stupid 5 seconds. Just, let's go check on the killer. Like, no, bro, get in the elevator, go the fuck down. You're good. You're good. But Judy's death. Somebody pointed this out to me. They live in the fucking suburbs, right? It's broad daylight. And, of course, you know, the Ghostface is attacking people in broad daylight. That's not a big thing. That's not a new thing. He did that to Randy in the 2nd movie. But oh my fucking God, you're telling me not a damn motherfucking soul saw the chief of police, who had her sirens on, by the way, speeding down the road. No one saw her get stabbed in front of her house? Not a single soul? Nobody? Now, I thought I lived in a pretty shitty neighborhood, but when the chief of the police gets stabbed after having all her sirens and shit going, and not a soul walks out, I don't think I want to live in that neighborhood. Because that is some bullshit. Like, you would think somebody would open the door and be like, hey, wait a minute, let me call, shit, we need to call back up. You would think, but no, nobody does anything. Nobody does anything. And again, suspending a disbelief, but I can't suspend my disbelief for this kill. I really can't. Like, you got, like, if it was, like, nighttime, yeah, then maybe. And then maybe I'll be like, okay, yeah, I believe that. But, nah. The fucking daytime attack. Community watch my ass. Yeah, that's basically it. Community watch my fucking ass. It's ridiculous. But on the flip side of the coin, Wesley's kill. I like Wesley. Now, funny enough, I recognized this actor right off the bat when I saw him, and I don't even know the actor's name. I just know him from 13 Reasons Why. And I only watched the first season of that shit, but I was like, oh my god, that's that little clay fella. Holy shit. He still looks nerdy. Like, I don't know what is about that actor, but his face just, he looks like a nerdy high schooler. But his death was pretty badass, especially, again, though, it kind of sucks it was CGI and not practical effects, but when they stab him in the neck and you see it go through his fucking neck, that's some intense shit that I love, and I really wish some of these kills were in better movies, to be frank. Like, I really wish some of these kills were, like, in the fourth movie. Granted, the fourth movie had some pretty decent kills, too, but the fifth and sixth movie, they just get brutal. Just fucking brutal. Like, you watch the sixth movie, yeah, we got a couple of stabs, but they're like so angry. So angry. But overall, that is why I ranked the fifth movie the second worst. Again, there's more to the fifth movie I like more than the third movie, because at least I can say the kills in the fifth movie are fun, exciting, and keep me entertained. Where the kills in the third movie, just fucking lackluster. Just lame. Just lame. But now at this point we done hit the bottom two, so now let's stick to the middle. Which two are in the middle? And y'all again shouldn't be too terribly surprised which ones are in the middle, because we talked about this a lot. But the next following movie will have to be the new one that just came out, Scream 6. Now the reason why I rank this in the middle and not the lowest or the highest of stuff is because it's just a fun movie. It's overall a fun movie. The kills are great. The kills keep me entertained. It's the fucking premise of it, you know, a little goofy and repetitive. Yeah, I will say that. But the difference is from the fifth movie to this one is that they realize we're here for fun at this point. Let's just have fun. They even say that in the rules. Where in the rules section, of course, they bring out, you know, don't trust love interest, you know. But one of the biggest rules that we see, especially, again, they say in the third movie, anybody could die. Anybody could die. Legendary characters, main characters, side characters, anybody can die. But one of the things I really liked about the whole rules scene in this one is the fact that they get really on the nose, but not like punching you in the nose, but it's fun when you go back to rewatch it, on the nose about pointing out who the killers are. Because it, again, guys, spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen Scream 6 at this point. I know it just came out, so fair warning. But the killers, I can't believe I'm about to say this and be dead fucking serious. The killers are Richie's unknown siblings and unknown father. I just find that fucking funny. But we don't even know that they're related to Richie until at the ending of the movie when they had the evil monologue. Actually, it's not even them. It's just their dad doing the evil monologue. But they, at that point in the movie, though, when they're doing the rules, you know, they're like, you could be the killer because you are the roommate. How do we know that you didn't rig the system and became his roommate that way? And what about you? How did you become their roommate? Well, I answered an anonymous ad. That's a good explanation. You know, it's shit like that. They're having a good time with the rules. We know that the rules don't matter anymore. We're in a fucking franchise. The rules are here for fun and to keep us on our toes, because anybody could die. And I'm gonna be honest, I was hoping for a lot more main characters to die. Yeah, Randy was a very fun dork when it came to his rules, because he was a horror nerd, a movie buff. Of course he would know all the rules, especially to a trilogy and everything. But I will say, Minnie's a little snarky, if that's the correct word I can use there. She's a little snarky, like she's a bit uppity, like she knows it, like, oh yeah, I've seen every fucking horror movie out there. I know everything. Like, bitch, you may know everything, but you're not like Hayden, or let me be correct on this, Kirby from Scream 4, who at the end of her phone call just, what horror remake, just named every single fucking horror remake. You would never be as good and as classy as Kirby. I'm not gonna lie. Right? She called her own love interest too. Just, what about me? I'm the girlfriend. Never trust a love interest. Which is a rule they stole from the 5th movie. It wasn't their original rule. They just borrowed that from the 5th movie. And the whole anybody could die, they borrowed that from the 3rd movie, you know? Like, there's just no originality in some aspects. When it came to some of it, there was no originality, but I still say I had more fun watching the 6th one than the 5th one. Because not only did we have some pretty impressive kills, that opening alone shook me. Now, I don't mean like scared me or anything, but I just didn't see that opening coming. You know, of course we had oh God, what is her name? The actress from Ready or Not, she's in the opening of the movie, and she's waiting on a date, and of course, you know, date conveniently lost, so she's got to run outside and go find him and shit, and she gets lured into an alleyway, and what's funny is that she's a professor on slasher movies. And even Ghostface points that out in the alleyway, just like, hey, man, you're supposed to be a pro at this, and you're fucking up. But then, of course, you know, we get the brutal kill where he, like, stabs her, like, aggressively in the shoulder and then the gut, and I think he, like, slashes her throat at one point. And then, of course, he makes that nice one-liner, just, oh, now I see red, gets done killing her, bends down, and then he takes off his mask. And it's the guy who plays Flash from, fucking Spider-Man Homecoming. Right? So you get me when it comes to Scream 6, though. Like, it's still bad, because some of the writing is bad. Like, they made some characters fucking stupid. But it was still a fun and enjoyable ride. And when I mean by the writing was fucking stupid, let me give you an example of one of my favorite stupid deaths in this movie. So at one point in the movie, they're all in the apartment building, and they're trying to, get ready to... Oh shit, what were they doing? Were they getting ready to flee or on their way for fleeing? I can't remember if this is before or after the fleeing. But the point is, I think as they put him, cute shirtless guy from across the street airdrops them a photo of their roommate being killed. And Ghostface comes through, shows up, you know, everyone gets separated, they start running through, you know, Mindy gets stabbed and somehow makes it. The girlfriend gets stabbed, and she makes it a good fucking minute. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, this bitch got, like, we all saw it. Stab, twist, up, down, like he was doing fucking tic-tac-toe on her, and she at some point just leaning over the bed, just, oh my God, this is a lot of blood. No, bitch, you should be dead from blood loss. But she's still alive, right? So then, of course, we get the intense scene where they grab the ladder and they have to cross over the ladder to the next apartment over. And, of course, you know, Sam crosses fine. Mindy crosses fine. We get to the girlfriend, though. She gets halfway across the fucking ladder. Oh, my God, guys, I don't want to die. And then everyone was just screaming at her, bitch, move. Like, hell, people in the theater were also screaming. I was screaming at her, bitch, move your fucking ass. Fucking Ghostface is right behind her, fucking with the ladder and shit. And she's just screaming, I don't want to die. Just stupid, just fucking stupid. Like, fight or flight syndrome should kick in. Granted, I know there's that syndrome where it's not, you don't fight, you don't flight, but you just freeze. And that's fine, that's understandable. But the fact that you made her sit there whining about how she doesn't want to die and she could prevent her own death just by crawling forward, it's just aggravating. It's just fucking aggravating. Oh my God. But, you know, not all the writing. It's like this movie hit or miss when it came around. Like I said, the opening was great, you know, because the rest of the opening after the mask is taken off and it's revealed to be the guy from Spider-Man Homecoming. Turns out him and his roommate are but they are practicing a dev to do on Sam and Tara to make a movie. And Ghostface don't give a fuck. Ghostface comes in and just says, who gives a fuck about your movie? And straight up kills the dude after just brutally stabbing him and showing his the dismemberment body of his roommate in the refrigerator. You know, that's a fun opening. That was one of the best openings, hands down, I've seen in a good fucking minute next to the original opening. I loved it. I have to say, out of all the openings, third favorite for sure. I'm sorry, I love the first opening with Drew Barrymore, and the second one is actually pretty fucking fun as you think about it in today's standards with how crazy people can be in the movie theaters. So this, I have to say, would be one of my third favorite openings, which again, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Right, that scene right there, and I will say that you were right, Clark. That scene right there actually helped me determine one of the killers. Like, as the movie was progressing, I figured out every one of the killers all the way up to the end. It was at that scene I figured out who the killer was, because the rule when it comes to murder, and when it comes to murder on TV shows and movies, if you didn't see it happen, it didn't happen. I don't give a shit if we hear it and then we see an instant shot of the body. If we don't linger on the body to get a sense of, oh shit, this person's dead, or we don't see it happen, it didn't happen. As soon as that shit happened, I leaned over to my fucking boyfriend. I was just like, she the killer. And he's like, she's dead. She the killer though. And he's like, how the fuck do you know that? Because of that rule. If you don't see it, it didn't happen. And then, of course, the father, that one was a dead giveaway. Like, right off the bat, being the detective, like, I knew as soon as he was on the phone and he was talking, they were discussing about trapping Ghostface, and he's like, yes, I want my revenge. And it's like, bro, you're being rather fucking obvious with your shit. You didn't say, I want my revenge against Ghostface, I want my revenge against the monster who killed my daughter. No, just, I want revenge. Like, yeah, obvious right there. Now, the only one I was not sure about was Ethan the brother because of the train scene, and let me explain why the subway scene threw me off. Now, I can't really remember if he had a bag or not, but if it's supposed to be him who stabbed Mindy, how the fuck did he change out of the or basically change it to the Ghostface costume? It's got blood on it. Take it off. Nobody says shit. Nobody sees shit. And I don't give a shit. They're like, well, it's the subway in New York. Bitch, I've been to New York. I've been on the subway. People notice everything. I once, one of the rides I remember was that everybody was eyeballing this one homeless guy in the back. Because he kept tweaking out. Like, he was literally doing this shit. Like, and people thought they were just getting ready to run. Like, I was looking at my mom like, should we just get the next train? Like, I'm scared. This man's freaking me out. But, nobody's seen anything. But it's just the fact that, how did he change clothes so fast? Because literally we watch Mindy get stabbed. He backs up. We see the crowd. And then as the crowd disperses, we see Ethan sitting in the same spot we originally saw him in. He did that too quick and too fast. So, my mind, I was trying to do math here while watching the movie. So, it threw me off, It's like, is Ethan the killer? Because I had my suspicion when they were being too on the nose about him being, hey, you could be the killer because you're the new roommate. And the fact that it still keeps with the trope of, well, they're the new people. Of course they're the killer. But, again, the subway scene kind of threw me for a loop for a minute. And then as soon as he came out, like, I am the brother, I'm like, oh, yeah, of course, should have seen that shit coming. Really should have seen that shit coming. And that brings me around to the motivation. I can actually somewhat appreciate this motivation compared to some of the motivation from like the fifth movie or even the third movie. Right? I'm definitely going to have to rewatch that. But I will say, at least I can say this about a lot of the scenes, especially the subway scene. It holds your attention because it's very intensifying. It's very, especially with all of the costumes and people are wearing the Ghostface mask. If you remember the broadcast, I think at one point earlier in the movie, they talk about how the rise of the Ghostface mask straight up started skyrocketing again. But the motivation of this one, I actually like this one compared to the whole Richie motivation of, oh, well, we got to fix the toxic fan base and we got to work on an actual movie to inspire people, that bullshit. This, again, goes back to the formula of revenge, of course. And the revenge is for the death of Richie. They want to fix his legacy, assassinate the character of Sam and fix the legacy of Richie. Which in today's culture makes sense, especially with the, cancel culture and all that bullshit. And the fact that character assassination happens a lot in gaming and TV shows. We get these characters that come back after all this time, and we just rewrite them to be completely different. Again, we're looking at you, Star Wars. We're looking at you. But even though it's basic and it's more, oh, you killed my son, so I must kill you and frame you for the murder and get away with it. Yeah, classic, old school. We love it, we love it, we love it. But that's why I can rank this one more into the middle compared to the 5th and 3rd movie, because I can at least say that the twist, even though I saw it coming, it was nice. It was nice back to the formula. I enjoy bits and pieces of the formula when it comes to the Scream franchise. And that's the whole point of a franchise. You gotta somewhat stick to a bit of the formula. I'm not saying copy it word for word, Let's not do the whole middle school thing where, hey man, let me get the answers from your homework. All right, copy me, but make sure it doesn't look like my notes. Y'all know the meme. Y'all know the meme. But the point is, the 6th movie was a fun ride. Even though it was somewhat predictable, the kills were great, the writing was subpar. The fucking stupidity, though, just always hits my soul. At this point, I expect the characters to be fucking stupid. I just was not expecting them to be that stupid on the fucking ladder. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's gonna be my favorite death to harp on for the rest of my life. Just, I don't wanna die. And she's just like, bitch, you could save your own life. You could save your own fucking life. But, like I said, the brutal kills, love the kills. I think standout kill has to go to the father, though. When Sam killed him, come on, guys, y'all got to admit, that was fucking gold. Just, she kamikaze his ass, stabbing him like 50,000 fucking times, and then stabbing him directly in the eyeball. Just like, oh my god, that was just great. And this is after they killed the kids. Granted, though, the girl, she died kind of anticlimactic, but I did like Sam's comeback. Just, aw, looks like you're out of a brother. Boom. Just straight up. And fucking Ethan death was just golden with a knife in the throat. And then, oh my god, that was just golden. Like, those are the kills I love. Those are the kills I love. But yeah, that's why I put the 6th movie more in the middle compared to the other two. It's just a much more fun ride. So now, we're still in the middle of the review. So let me go through my next notes. So we got done with the 6th movie. So what counts more in the middle movie? Well, the middle movie, of course, is the middle of the movie. The 4th movie. Now, the reason why the 4th movie is in the middle compared to where I would like to put it is because of the opening. I'm not gonna lie, the opening for the 4th movie hurt my brain with the movie within a movie within a movie situation. And it was just like, just start the fucking movie. For the love of God, start the fucking movie. Like, that was literally me watching this movie. Just start the fucking movie already. I'm tired of this whole Stab 6 opening. Nope, Stab 7 opening. Like, I don't care about the Stab movies. I get it, they're important to the continuity of the entire film franchise of Scream, but I don't need to see the meta opening of the meta opening of the meta opening bullshit. But at this point in Scream 4, it came out in 2011, so that is basically 11 years since the last movie came out. So, for me, I was very hyped to see this movie. I was very, very hyped to see this movie. I grew up watching this movie. Like I said, my first time watching it, even though the original one came out in 96, again, I was far, far too young. Like, 96, I was born in 93, I was 3 years old. I couldn't sit down and watch that movie even if I wanted to. So I had to watch it in 99 when I got a little bit older. But because of that, I watched Scream 1, Scream 2, and then in 2000 when Scream 3 came out, I watched that one as well. So I was very excited when Scream 4 came out, and of course, bringing back all the OG characters. And they actually did something that I fucking love when it comes to writing. They developed these characters. And let me explain. So one of the biggest things, like I said, in the fifth movie, I could not stand in the writing department, was the fact that we spent all this time with Dewey and Gale. You know, especially in the first movie, them, you know, getting their chemistry. The second movie, you know, them dealing with their first breakup. The third movie, Dewey finally admitting he loves Gale and wants to marry her. It was nice coming into the fourth movie and seeing they're actually married. They're actually together. They're actually happy. Thus is why in the fifth movie, when we find out Dewey is divorced from Gale, it broke my fucking heart. It made me hate that movie even more. But this movie sets us up fucking amazingly. We're 15 years into the anniversary at this point from the original killings. Of course, Sydney's here because she's doing a self-help book. We got Jill, who's her cousin. We get our first introduction to Judy. We get some other. Of course, we get Kirby. I'm trying to think of some other characters. Trevor, Charlie. You know, we get a lot of good casting choices here when it came to New Blood. Now, with this one, though, again, this one's not the Passing of the Torch movie. That's for the fifth movie. This one, I think, in some aspects, should have been the proper requel, the reboot sequel we got. This one should have been the requel because of the fact that it does, you know, stay in the I cannot say that word today. It stays in line with the franchise, you know, going by the years and shit. So we're 15 years in, which makes sense. I think timing-wise it does make sense. We're roughly about 15 years from 96 to 2011, give or take. A year or two. But I like that they set everything up nicely. The fact that the town is celebrating Ghostface. Like, they're like... Oh God, which one was it? Halloween 6, where everybody's all the Curse of Michael Myers, where everybody's celebrating Halloween finally for the first time after all these years. It's like that moment. And it was nice going back to Woodbury and seeing this and seeing everyone kind of take up their same mantles. You know, Dewey is the main chief of police. Good for him. Good for him. He's married to Gale, who's writing a book that has nothing to do with the Ghostface murders. Good for her. Fucking Sydney's doing her own thing, promoting her own book, and then fucking Jill, being a beloved good cousin, and of course her friends. And again, her standout friends, of course, are Kirby, played by Pina Terra. She is fucking phenomenal in this movie. 10 out of 10 would recommend her as an actress. She is fun in this movie. One of my favorite scenes is near the ending of the movie. I just spoke about it, but I will say it again. It's the scene where she doesn't know that Charlie is the killer, so Charlie gets attacked by the Ghostface and he gets tied up, and she's on the phone with Ghostface while Sydney goes to search the house. And they're playing the game. And that's actually a nice fucking scene, because it's been a minute. Because I want to say, in the third movie, they didn't even do this, where they play What's Your Favorite Scary Movie. They didn't even do that. And this one, they actually did. In the fourth movie, they brought back a lot of nice nods, but not like the fifth movie, where it's like, oh, we're in Stu's house from the, not Stu's house, Randy's house from the first movie. We're here from this movie. Oh, this is the voice from Drew Barrymore from the first movie. It's nothing like that. The nods are more... If you know the movie franchise, then you will get the nods. So if you're a fan of the movies, you will see the nods and go, oh, that's clever. That's fucking clever. And if you're not a fan of the franchise and the fourth one just happens to be your first one, you could be like, that's pretty nice. But they don't bash you over the head with it. And I enjoy the writing of this movie. The writing's fun. You know, the comedy aspect, especially with the two cops, is fucking great. Of course, finding out that Jill is the killer is pretty good. And again, finding out now Charlie, he wasn't one of my favorite side guys. You know, Stu will always be my favorite, but Charlie ranks up there. You know, Charlie is I'm gonna be honest, he is a bit better when it comes to side Ghostface, more than Mickey from, like, say, Scream 2, or Amber and Richie from Scream 5. Like, I'm sorry, I said it, I'll say it again. Charlie was a better Ghostface than, better side Ghostface than anybody in the fifth movie. But yeah, back to the Charlie death, not death, but the phone call scene with Charlie. You know, there's the whole fact that she's on the phone just naming off these fucking movies. And she does pretty good until he gets her with a fucking trick question. Which, of course, is always the trick questions. Which one of these horror movies is technically the start of the horror slashers? And again, that's not fair. You didn't actually name the movie, which is Peeping Tom, which is supposedly the one that is the one that inspired all slasher horror movies. I don't know. I've heard it's Black Christmas. I've heard it's Peeping Tom. I've heard it's Halloween. I've heard it's even Psycho. Like, I don't know. The point is, slashers are slashers, man, and we love them. And unfortunately, I don't think I would be the same person without slashers. Because slashers were my horror movies of choices. I'm not going to lie. I love my slasher movies. I love them more than my ghost flicks. Depending on the slasher, actually, if I think about it. Because there are some slashers where I'm just like, okay, I don't care to watch you sit here and just hack this motherfucker up. Just be interesting. Be fucking interesting. And I can at least say this Ghostface Scream 4, he is fucking interesting. Because the motivation behind the killings, I actually like this one. Again, this is where some great motivation. This is actually clever motivation. But the fact that Jill is jealous of her cousin, Sydney, for all this fame and glory she got from surviving the Ghostface attack. She wants a bit of that. So I'm with Jill. I like that as a villain, as a Ghostface, that twist villain. And this is also the first movie since the first two movies. Because the 5th and 6th movie didn't have the whodunit thing. But this is the first movie where you're sitting there questioning, who the fuck did it? And I didn't see the killer coming because I was not expecting Jill. Now, I was expecting Charlie because he just looks suspicious. I'm not going to lie. He just looks suspicious. But Jill, though, did not see her being the killer. And, again, her motivation is fucking clever. Just the fact that she just wants the fame for herself. That is clever as hell. Right. I wouldn't hold that against too many characters myself. I mean, the fact that, again, trick questions. Like, why did he, like, back in the first Scream movie, that trick question with Drew Barrymore, just name the killer in Friday the 13th. You should specify which Friday the 13th, man. There's been several of them, okay? I can then narrow it down from there, okay? Which one? You talking about the first one, or 2 through 3? Or 4? I don't remember how many actually came out by the time 96 came out. But the point is, it's a trick fucking question. But the fourth movie, though, hands down, has to be a good actual sequel. It is literally a fun sequel. Like I said, brings back all the legendary characters. It updates a lot of shit, especially with filming, recording everything, with the rules. And I will say, the rules, they're a bit much in this movie. There's more than just the 3 basic rules that we had in all the other movies. Wes Craven, of course, being his last movie, had to up his game on this. The killer is 90% of the movie should count. Right? But the rules, of course, and these are rules I actually respect. Don't fuck with the OG. Don't fuck with the original, man. Never fuck with the original one. You leave the original one alone. That's why you don't reboot. That is why. Because, I mean, think about some of the reboots. You got, fucking The Thing reboot. Again, they would have done the practical effects like they should have. I'm sure that would have been a great fucking movie. But no. CGI everywhere. Shit like that. Reboot of Annabelle Horror. Not the worst reboot I've ever seen. But as an avid fan of the first original Annabelle Horror, and an avid fan of Ryan Reynolds, I feel like they could have done better with it. Granted, though, Ryan Reynolds was like the golden poster child for that movie. Like, he ran that movie. Like, without Ryan Reynolds, I don't think that movie would have been as successful as it was. To be perfectly honest. Without Ryan Reynolds, I don't think the remake would have been as successful as it was when it came to Annabelle Horror. Because Ryan made that movie. But this, I wouldn't really necessarily count Scream 4 as a reboot to a degree, but I guess, I don't know. After 11 fucking years, I guess a reboot in this aspect could be considered a reboot in terminology. But you don't fuck with the original one. The second rule, of course, is a rule they stole from the second movie, is the deaths are more extreme and violent, which is true. This movie, of course, brings back a lot of the big-time death scenes. I want to say the fourth one actually has the lowest body count out of all the movies. But the deaths aren't that bad. They're actually really good. Not as good as the fifth one. I will say that the fifth one has the kills, but the fourth one has the story and the motivation I like. I just don't like that opening. That's why it's not number 3 in my pick. That's literally the only reason why Scream 4 is not my number 3 pick. Or my number 2 pick, I should say. Not my number 3. My number 2 pick is because of the fact that the opening just ruins it. Just fucking ruins it for me. With the whole meta brain fart moment. This, oh my god. But I do like the death. I mean, hell, let's look at Jill's death. Like, Jill's death in this is fucking phenomenal. Fucking defibrillator to the face. Priceless. Loved it. 10 out of 10 would recommend that. I mean, and there's some other good deaths. Of course, the publisher being thrown off the roof. That's a good one. That was spectacular as fuck. The fact that Ghostface chased through a parking lot of the garage. She couldn't get to the damn elevator. God forbid people figure out how to use stairs. Or park on ground floors. Not use elevators. I'm tired of people using elevators in the horror movies. But the point is, she got a pretty cool death because, you know, she gets stabbed and thrown off the roof. And then, even though it's not a death, the subathon scene where Gail goes to the barn to set everything up and Ghostface attacks her, if she would have died there, I feel like that was a good setup for her death because the stabathon. Not subathon, stabathon. But yeah, overall, the deaths were fun. Another death I forgot to mention is right here, the cop's deaths. So here's a little fun fact I learned about the cop's death. Wes Craven actually bases on an actual study or an actual thing that happened. Remember when he gets stabbed in the forehead and he walks a little bit and then mumbles and falls? That actually happened to a guy. Apparently that actually happened. There was still some brain function and the dude got stabbed in the forehead, walked a couple of feet, and then dropped out and died. Did not know that. I thought that was a great little fine detail from Wes Craven that he wanted to up the kills. And he even was quoted saying he was praying that he didn't get fired for that kill because it was just like a crazy off-the-wall kill. But the CGI is not too bad. I will say it's 2011 CGI, so it's pretty decent. It still holds up pretty well. Continuing on with the rules, though, expect the cliches. Of course, one of the cliches is the Charlie, you know, lovesick puppy. Doesn't get noticed the entire movie. He even says this while he's stabbing Kirby. Just, I sat behind you in sociology all this time. Ugh, now you notice me. Well, yeah, you're stabbing her in the fucking gut. I would notice you too. And the fact that they leave Kirby's whole existence kind of up in the air. And it's not even until the 5th movie where we get confirmation, which is out on a YouTube page at the bottom where it's like, survivor of Ghostface killing, Kirby speaks out. Which I thought that was a great nod in the 5th movie, but it made it even better when she walked in the 6th movie. I love the fact that they brought her back in the 6th movie just to be a boss-ass bitch. Like, she has some good moments. I love the moment she had in the 6th movie with her and Mindy being horror nerds. That was actually a very nice moment. That was very, very nice. Yes, it is the last one. Scream 4 is the last one written by Kevin, and also the last one directed by Wes. That's also another reason why I have it so high as well. It still feels like a proper Scream franchise from 1 and 2. To be honest, I wish it was 1, 2, and then 4 being number 3 would have been nice. It really would have. That would have been a nice, you know, tie back around, finish conclusion, and then we could have done the passing on the torch movies. Yeah, that I don't know. Me and my buddy Bidwell, before I started my podcast, we're talking about that. I don't know how the hell people are trying to justify Stu being alive in the 7th movie. Like, the only explanation I can come up with is everybody in this franchise is just fucking indestructible. Again, let's go back to Chad's death real quick. The man got stabbed 30 fucking times by 2 Ghostface fighting back. Somehow at the end of that movie, he's alive. Fucking how, man? How? Fucking Mindy gets stabbed, what, twice? Somehow walks to the last scene in the movie, walks out and goes, oh my god, guys, did I miss the evil monologue? And then goes into the fucking ambulance. Like, bro. Like, I guess that he's just indestructible. That TV to the face did not kill him. The TV to the face did not kill him. Yeah, no, in actual reality, no, he should be dead. But in the Scream franchise, like I said, I even told that to Bidwell, I am pretty fucking sure that he's just indestructible. So he will make some kind of cameo appearance in the 7th movie. Just, hi guys, I really didn't die. His face is going to be fucked up from where the TV landed on his head. He's probably going to be like tweaking out because of the electric shock he felt. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. But, some more of the rules from the 4th movie. Virgins can die, which they use that joke in the 6th movie as well about the virgins can die, which makes it even funnier when Ethan dies. I just remember that. Ethan makes a joke in the 6th movie about being a virgin, that, oh my god, he doesn't want to die a virgin, and I want to say Tara, as she stabs him, says something about him dying a fucking virgin. I guess you are dying a fucking virgin. Ugh. Granted, though, it's not very often the virgin and the sexual appetizing girl are the killers. Just saying. Or the cop. So again, expectations. We weren't expecting the cop, the sex-craved maniac, and the virgin to all be the fucking Ghostface killers. Of course, this is the 2.0 version, as they said in the rules. It's 2.0 version. Higher tech, higher kills, higher everything. And of course, at this point, every movie should have an opening sequence. Too bad they didn't follow that fucking rule for the opening of this movie. And then, of course, I don't know why they put this as a rule, but this is a rule. The only way to survive these movies is if you're gay. And I'm starting to believe that because Mindy, being one of the gay characters, somehow she is able to also get stabbed. So does that mean Chad's gay? That's a good question. That's a good question. The fact that he keeps making it. But yeah, that's where I put Scream 4, where it is in the middle, right next to Scream 6. It's also a fun movie. I just like this one. I like majority, like about 90% of this movie. 10% of it I can deal without, but 90%, that's why it's number 3 out of the listing. If the opening was different, it would be a little bit higher on the list, but it is not. So unfortunately, this is where it sticks at, right next to 6, because it's just as equally as fun and equally as crazy. So of course, no big surprise as we move on to the next ranking of the movie franchises. We talked about the bad, we talked about the middle, so let's talk about the good. So of course, we all know where I'm probably going to put these listings, but number 2 when it comes to the Scream franchise rank, of course, is 1997 Scream 2. This movie is wacky and fun all the way around. They have, of course, the classic whodunit scenario pop up a lot more in this movie than they did in the first movie at this point. And what makes this movie very, very interesting, a lot of people don't like this movie because of the fucking ending. Let me explain something a lot of people didn't really realize. Scream, unfortunately, was one of the first movies actually ever leaked on the internet. I know, big mind swiper there. But it was one of the first, big movies to be leaked, so everybody knew the ending. So, to fix the situation, they had to do a complete rewrite of the script to the point that the actors themselves didn't actually have the full script until the day of the shooting, which is, they didn't even know the killing till the day of, literally, the hour they were about to film. Somebody pulled them aside and said, oh yeah, by the way, they're the killer, and then walked the fuck away. Because they were tired of all the fucking leaks being out. They even wrote 3 dummy scripts, where I think even one of the dummy scripts, Dewey was the killer. because they were just that concerned and that worried about fucking more leads coming out and shit. So yeah, they made a bunch of dummy scripts, they rewrote it, and to be frank, I don't mind the ending. It makes sense. It sticks with the formula of the revenge plot. And the fact that it brings in a good revenge plot with Billy's mom being the killer. Now, I wish they would have done a little bit more where they did like a build up to it, where it's just like they had some more pictures or something just to talk about Billy's mom. Maybe build her up, lead her up, because the only thing we get about her is from the first movie, and it's, well, she left. That's it. And now all of a sudden, in the second movie, she's coming back going, I want revenge against my son. We could have had a little bit more of a character development to kind of flush her out just a little bit, so we can really feel why she really wanted to, kill in the name of her son. Because to be honest, it just doesn't make any sense to a degree, because of the fact that, like I said, we don't really get much information about her, and it's not even until the end she even confesses, oh, I'm Billy's mom, because the name she goes by is Debbie Salters or something like that. And she's a journalist just like fucking Gail. So, of course, that's how she's in the movie. Oh, excuse me. But I like the fact that she's a reporter just like Gail. And she's just as annoying just as Gail. Get me... Right. That could be just by the rules. But yeah, everything about this movie, though, it works, but in some aspects it doesn't, just a little bit. Just, again, this is one of those 95% I like at this movie. But I can forgive a lot of the problems because of the script being leaked and everything. So I can actually forgive Scream 2 for kind of being a little jumbled up when it came to revealing the killers. And of course, Mickey being the second Ghostface associated with all this shit. It's alright. Like, I get, a horror fan, want to recreate the murders to be infamous and shit. I like that. Granted, I wish we had more scenes with Mickey in it, to be honest, besides, what was it? We had the classroom scene where they were talking about, our sequel's better than the original ones. We had oh God, I can't remember if he's in this scene, but we all know the scene I'm about to talk about. The fucking cafeteria scene where Derek, the boyfriend of Sydney, is singing that song, making an entire embarrassment of himself in front of everybody. Yeah, that scene. I'm pretty sure Mickey's there too. Yeah, that's basically it. Mickey works just because of how strong and real the killer's motivation was. Yeah. Which, again, that doesn't shock you when he ends up getting killed, like, straight off the bat by Billy's mom. Just straight up, alright, the problem's solved. Granted, though, one thing that did blow my mind about the killer reveal scene was when Gail walked out. I was about to lose my shit back when I was a kid, and I watched her walk out. I was just like, oh my God, Gail? And then fucking the mom walks out. I'm just like, oh, okay, never mind. You didn't go there. But one thing I would like to also praise about this movie is the opening sequence. Now, again, opening sequence there, I guarantee in all these movie franchises, but something about this opening was just fun as fuck. Of course, we have... I'm not going to mention her name, because to say her name is to summon her. But she plays Maureen in the opening. And she and her boyfriend are going to go see the new Stab movie. And for some reason, I don't know why, but some fucked up reason, they're giving out costumes. They got a little glow-in-the-dark knives, and people are acting crazy. And the funny thing is, I've been in a movie like this, where people are just going ham because they're so excited about the movie, like they just can't wait to see this. Seriously, Star Wars Episode 1, I was there for that opening. And I saw the craziness of it all. Hey man, you know who I'm talking about. You don't say her name. To say her name is to summon her. But the opening, like I said, you know, everybody at the theater, and oh my god, just the fact that I've been into a movie theater like that, so I get the craziness, I get the chaoticness. Like hell, like I remember going into seeing Halloween 2018 in that movie theater, and people, like there was a guy, I shit you not, there was a guy sitting in the theater dressed like Michael Myers. He didn't say a word to anybody. He was by himself, but he was dressed like Michael Myers, sitting in the middle of the theater. And I took a picture. I sent that to my boyfriend. I was like, baby, Michael is watching his own fucking movie. So yeah, I've seen crazy shit like this. So to see this opening, it's not too like unrealistic, you know, walk into a movie and seeing this shit. People can get this excited, especially about movies they are fucking in love with. And being that it's the Stab movie, you know, the start of a franchise, but that's based on an actual event that took place, it would make a lot of people go a little ham, especially if it took place in their town, you know. Hey, man, we live in that town where that famous serial killer is out. Let's go check out the movie. So, you know, once they get into the movie, of course, for those fucked up, stupid-ass reasons, the boyfriend's got to go take a piss. I don't know why. He can't just follow typical movie theater rules and go pee before the movie, but he's got to pee during the opening, and he misses all the best shit. But, of course, while he's in the bathroom, he gets killed, which I like that death, which that was, like, I didn't see that one coming. But again, I was a kid when this movie came out. So when he got stabbed through the stall, and he got punctured in the ear and shit, and he's bleeding out and everything, that was some scary ass shit. And then the dude wears his, you know, his jacket and then the mask, and then goes out there to sit with the girlfriend. She's all hugging and cuddling up against him like, oh my god, baby, it's so scary. And then she sees the blood, and then Ghostface just starts going ham. And this one makes the scene even scarier. It goes back to why the subway scene's intense. It's very intense in the 6th movie. There are all these people around, but yet because all that chaos is going on, all that madness is going on, nobody realized she's really getting stabbed here until she's up in front of that the screen screaming help as she collapses, bleeding out. Like, seriously, that scene, which is intensifying and scary as fuck because it's realistic. It's realistic, unlike the subway scene to a degree. I still don't believe how nobody saw Ethan change out of his costume to stab Mindy, then change back out of it to act natural. Like, nobody saw that. But I do get why nobody saw her get stabbed, and it's because everybody was drunk in the back of the subway. You never sit in the back of a New York subway. That's where all the drunks and the crazy people sit. Right? I got Jason take my hat. That was one of the jokes I was telling everybody before we went to go see Scream 6, Fari, is the fact that I swear to God, if we went to that movie and they pulled a Jason Takes Manhattan, I was going to be pissed as fuck. Because Jason did not take Manhattan. No, Jason took a boat to Manhattan. Okay, that's basically how that summed out. He did not go to Manhattan, he took a boat to Manhattan. And we spent 5 minutes in New York City. That's about it. But I can't say, at least in the 6th movie, they stayed in New York. They were in New York. They were having fun in New York. So I at least give them a pass on that. But, like I said, the opening, it's just badass. It's just badass. It's realistic. That is why it's scary. But because of this opening, this is what drives, you know, everyone to start searching into, you know, the new Ghostface killings, because they're based on people who were in the first movie, you know, Maureen Prescott, Sydney's mom, you know, shit like that. Never sit in the back. Right? At least in a New York City horror movie setup, just don't sit in the back of a subway. Just don't do it. You don't fucking do it. Yes, I saw that, Clark, where they're watching, it's the bathroom scene right after the girl tried to blackmail the teacher, and she's, you know, got her little robe on and shit. I love that. As soon as he sat down and that was playing, I was just like, oh my god, I can't believe they did that. But I will say the writing for Scream 2, though, it's not as good as the first movie, but again, the first movie, it's got, like, everything's just on point with that movie. With this one, majority, like I said, 95% of this shit is fantastic. Like the 5% I'm not okay with. It's like Holly's death. You know, after the car wreck, Ghostface comes out of the car and just comes up behind her and stabs her. My thing is, why didn't she just run to Sydney? Why did Sydney go all the way over here and then they just turn around and go, oh wait, let's go back and see who Ghostface is? Who the fuck cares? We'll figure that out at the autopsy, at the morgue. Let's just go. No, she goes back. She goes fucking back just to go, he's gone, and then get stabbed. Like, that's just stupid writing right there. Like, make her a little smart. She was smart. She was smart up to that point. It goes back to the Dewey thing in 6. Or no, 5. He was smart up to that point. But I can at least say they gave a bit of a fuckery about her, unlike they did my homeboy Dewey. But I will say again, 95% of the writing. The other 5%, like when Cece dies, fantastic. That entire build-up, to her death, and then just her death in general, was very, very good. So they can do good writing. And hell, Randy, the whole thing with Randy's death, that was done really fucking good. The fact that, yeah, it was sad. It was sad to see Randy go so early, but it made sense. And then this goes back to what I was saying back in 5, about 5, is that I don't care if you kill a main character off or a legendary character. Again, I've learned from Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, don't get attached to people, especially in horror movies. But with Dewey's death, it seemed stupid, pointless, unnecessary. Randy's death, though, was not. Randy caused his own death by fucking with Ghostface. He was taunting Ghostface and basically talking shit on Billy and everybody. Which, of course, if I remember correctly, it's Billy's mom that ends up killing Randy. If I remember correctly. Again, it's kind of hard to determine who kills who unless they say it. Unless they fucking say it. But Randy, he brought his death on himself. So him getting killed, yeah, it broke my heart because I like Randy, but it was necessary for the plot. It was necessary for what was going on in the situation. And I like that. And that's what makes the writing clever. It also shows you these characters, they're expendable. We may like them, but they're expendable. They can go at any fucking moment. Another clever piece of writing I like to say is the cameraman, Joel. Even though he's only in a handful of fucking scenes, I love Joel. That cameraman was smart. Just, that guy died in your van. Your last camera guy died. Peace out, bitch. I'm gone. Like, he was smart. Yes, that's something else I need to talk about. Cotton's character. This is what I was talking about why I'm pissed off about the third movie. The second movie takes Cotton, and this is the redeeming movie for Cotton. Cotton wanted to prove to Sydney he is there to help. He shows up periodically throughout this movie trying to help out and prove he ain't the fucking killer. I never even suspected him as the killer. I figured that was just too on the fucking nose for him to be the killer. And they did this amazing job building him up to redeem him from the first movie, because again, in the first movie, all we know is Cotton was convicted of murdering Sydney's mom. Cotton's a bad guy. And in this movie, we learn about him. We got the character development. This is where that good writing comes in at, where we actually grow with this character, and we see he ain't this jackass. And even at the end, Sydney gives him the credit. Sydney's just like, hey, point all your questions to Cotton over here. And Cotton's like, hey, finally, somebody sees me. Somebody fucking sees me. Mindy, she's actually from Scream 5 and 6. But yeah, Cotton, he got a great character development in this movie, and I hands down love it. That's why 3 is one of my least favorites. That's why 3 is my least favorite. It's because everything that they build up in this movie, they just threw it away in the third movie. They just threw it away. But the rules to this one, and what's funny about these rules is we actually don't get all the rules. I think it's not until one of the trailers we get all the rules. Because when Randy's talking to Dewey about the rules, I think Dewey cuts him off or something. But the rules is the body count's always bigger, which is true. I want to say this one and one of the other Screams, because most of the kills have been 6 to 7. This one and one other one's got a body count of 10. Granted, though, some of the kills, it's mainly like the cops get killed during the car wreck scene before Holly dies, you know, shit like that. But the body count is bigger. And the death scenes are much more elaborate. Again, Cece's death. She gets thrown off the balcony. We see it all. Slow motion and everything. We see every brutal stabbing moment. Because that's what a sequel's supposed to do. Up the game. And like I said, we get cut off on the third rule. But I looked into it in one of the trailers. And the third rule would be never assume the killer's dead. Which is a good rule to follow. Never assume any kind of killer is dead. Yeah, Mindy's supposed to be the new Randy of the 5th and 6th movies. Which again, she's no Randy. She's no Randy. I like Randy. I always liked Randy. But like I said, overall the deaths are pretty good in this one. The writing is very good on this one. The whole and there's some of the cliches we still keep, like Dewey being stabbed in the back and somehow surviving. Like, we kept that from the first movie. I will say I was a bit disappointed about, again, with the whole script leaks. I get they're trying to do a lot of, who done it kind of thing. But Derek, I think Derek got a shit into the stick. You know, he has some funny scenes, especially the cafeteria scene where he's singing that song and embarrassing himself. The fact that Mickey just straight up shoots him at the end, that's a little disappointing. But overall, like I said, about 95% of this movie I do enjoy. I think it's a great sequel. It was a proper sequel. And the MPA was actually very, very nice about this movie. Because here's a little funny tidbit about Wes when it came to this movie. So we all know how much of a problem, and I'll delve more into this when we get to the first movie, how the MPA felt about the Scream franchise. So Wes, trying to be a smartass, was like, I'm gonna make the most goriest movie ever. He did. There's apparently scenes that are extended and add-on that actually have, like, we see Randy's throat getting slit. We got, like, intestines falling out, all this shit. His logic was, if I show him this version of the movie, they're gonna make me take all this nasty shit out, and then I'm left with the movie I want to make. So he was being a smartass, and I can follow up through that. But then he says this to the MPA, and the MPA just comes back and goes, nah, bro, you good. We like it. Wes was so confused. Wes was just like, really? Really? This was like a year ago. Like, seriously, think about it. It took him a year to film this movie. So you're saying within a year the MPA lightened up that much? Yeah, they did. They really did. Right? Like, Derek got, like, a shit into that stick. And I feel bad. Like, Derek really should have got more of love. But again, it goes back to that 5% of writing I didn't like. And I feel like they kind of dropped the ball when it came to Derek. But again, there was a lot of reshoots and a lot of fucking rewrites because of the script leak. So again, I can forgive this movie. You know, it's not like they wrote it and then were just like, well, that's the best we can do. Let's go. You know, it's not like they did that shit. They actually have reasons why it's a bit jumbled up, why it's a bit confusing. Well, that's okay. We're done talking about the death of Randy because at this point, now we're going on to the creme de la creme, the number one movie, the number one spot, the best of the Scream franchise. And it's no surprise, no secret, everybody agrees on this. Scream 1. Scream from 1996. Hands down one of the best when it comes to the franchise. This movie not only set up everything when it comes to the Scream franchise. I mean, the ghost face mask, the voice, the whole cliche of the meta genre. This movie reinvented horror back in the 90s because of the fact that, I said earlier in the podcast, horror in the 90s sucked. Horror in the 90s were not good. There was bad CGI, bad writing, just bad everything when it came to horror. It's like they really dropped the ball and decided, you know what, comedy horrors is where we want to go. I mean, again, I hate to say it, look at Friday the 13th. Look at Nightmare on Elm Street. Look at Halloween by 1996. It wasn't looking good. It was not looking good. So Wes Craven to come out with a fucking huge-ass boxing glove and bringing out this wonderful aesthetic cast here and fucking with our expectations, wrote and directed an amazing, directed an amazing film, and then Kevin wrote an amazing fucking script. And everything about this movie was just phenomenal. Like, the whole, like, bullshit with scene 118. And we all know that infamous scene, which is the party scene at the end of the house. We all know about that bullshit, about the 8 different cuts, and how the MPA basically destroyed this movie. Like, they wanted to make an NC-17 movie. And Wes just like, oh, hell no. That's box office suicide right there. So 8 different cuts, had to trim out long shots, fucking intestines movie, shit like that. But here's something I didn't know until I was looking this shit up earlier today. Because the MPA was all over his ass about refilming and re-editing a lot of the gorier shit, one of the biggest scenes they wanted him to redo was the opening. Now, Wes loved that opening. He even stated how much he loved that opening. So he lied to the MPA. He lied. Apparently, MPA told him, hey, man, you got to do some edits. He looked at the MPA and went, yeah, about that. See, we only did 1 take, so can't really do anything about that. Thus is why the opening's the way it is. Wes lied to the MPA and said they only did 1 take of it, and they did not. Loved it though. Fucking loved that. Like, the fact that he lied to the MPA. The fact that he did that shit. Oh, don't worry. I haven't got to the opening yet. I'll get there when I get there, man. Like, this is hands down the best. Like I said, this is the best movie out of everything. From the opening to the endings. And, well, like you said, the opening. So let's continue. Let's start with the opening. The opening, hands down, has got to be the best, scariest, most intense thing I ever felt as a child watching this movie. And still to this day. I'm almost fucking 30 years old. Still to this day. Very intense. The fact that, she gets, Drew Barrymore. And the thing is, Drew Barrymore was heavily promoted throughout the trailers. I even went back at it, shits and giggles, went back and watched the trailer for this. And the way they framed it was that she was the star, and Sydney was like a side character who was supposed to get killed off later on or some bullshit. But to have Drew Barrymore open the movie just to die was clever as fuck. And again, the whole build-up and the whole tension of it, the fact that, he calls and he's just like, oh, I'm sorry, I dialed the wrong number. Oh, that's fine. And he dials it again. She's having a casual conversation. And then, of course, it starts off with, what's your favorite scary movie? The iconic line, the iconic moment that you hear that, you go, that's a Ghostface thing right there. That's fucking Ghostface. That opening alone just gives you that. And of course, it brings you in that fake security, because she's just having a casual conversation. Everything's cool and nonchalant. And then out of nowhere, he's just like, I want to know who I'm looking at. Excuse me? I want to know who I'm talking to. And you can just hear that in his voice, the gruffness, the anger. The fact that he almost got caught and he's like, yeah. Yeah, I love that shit. Fucking Jackson did an amazing job on his voice. Unfortunately, I will not be talking about the Scream TV show when it came to this ranking. It has nothing to even do with the fact that I'm just ranking the movies, as I really can't put too much input to the show. I only watched, I want to say, the first 3 or 4 episodes several years ago when it came out, and I did not like it. That's all I could tell you. Like, I haven't gone back and tried it again. I haven't given it a second thought. I just remember watching the first 3 episodes. I thought it was boring. I didn't quite get how it connected to the Scream franchise. I just thought it was one of those cash grab kind of shows where it's just like, oh, well, we're just going to take the name of this popular movie that's just coming out. So, unfortunately, I cannot put any input on that. Maybe if I decide to sit down and watch the show, I might do a review on it. But at this moment, I can't put any kind of input on it. But back to Scream. Like I said, the opening, the everything setting up, that opening alone was just jaw-dropping. And just the fact that after, you don't realize that there's 2 killers to the end of the movie. So it kind of plays with your expectations, because you're seeing Ghostface and like multiple parts of the house where it's like, I remember she's outside and then she looks inside and we see Ghostface run across going towards the left end. She moves right and then there's Ghostface standing there, which gives you a thought that maybe Ghostface could be a supernatural being. Maybe Ghostface is some kind of powerful being that we just don't know about. But no, it's the fact that there's two killers, which at the time in 1996 was a big plot twist. There was never two killers when it came to any kind of horror icons. Think about it. Michael, Jason, Freddy all worked alone. Let me rephrase that. They all worked alone into some of these reboots. And I say that because you've seen the Halloween trilogy. You all know that Michael ended up working with that one guy in the third movie for all of like 10 seconds. But the point is, he worked with somebody. The point is, though, back in 96, that was a big deal. That was a big thing. So to make him more realistic and explaining the fact that how he could be in two places at once really added to the cool factor of this movie. And the fact that the motivation behind both the guys were fucking amazing. Just fucking amazing. The fact that Billy wanted revenge against Sidney's dad for having the affair and the cheating and all that shit. And the fact that, Sidney won't touch him for over a year after the death of her mother and shit. Hormonal, 18, sex-driven, it makes sense. It makes sense, revenge heavy, revenge plot, we like it. And then the fact we got Stu, he can say peer pressure all he fucking wants. He wanted his revenge too. He killed Casey. He killed Casey Becker. He knows it. He even admits it, I want to say at some point. But I love the motivation behind them. It's classic. It's old school. It's simple. Revenge for fucking up my family. That's basically it. And Stu just kind of tagging along for the ride. That's my bro, man. Ride or die. He can say peer pressure, but it's ride or die situation. Stu was just being a good friend, helping out, killing because he felt like killing, and he too wanted to get revenge. But let's not forget the rules, the initial rules, the first 3 rules we ever got in any horror movie that still to this day is a staple. Of course, you can never have sex. Never have sex. You can't have sex, period. Rule number 2, don't do drugs or drinking. No, drinking's a no-no. Drinking's a no-no. And the biggest rule of all, never ever in 1,000 years, never say, I'll be right back. Because you won't be. Hey man, I'm getting another beer. You want one? Yeah, sure. I'll be right back. yeah, I'll see you in the kitchen with a knife in your back. But that shows you the cleverness and the funness of the writing. You could tell Kevin had a good time writing this. And you could tell up till this point in the movie, they were having a good time filming this. And I say this because of the infamous 100, scene 118. That shoot took over 21 nights? It took them 21 nights to do that. And they were covered in blood and guts and oh my god, I'm sure they had a terrible time. If it was me in this movie, I would have had a blast. I honestly would have had a blast. But the party scene is actually very iconic because that's the climax, the showdown. So of course it was a bit of a pain to film, but I just fucking love it. And then of course let's not even forget about the slapstick in this movie. There is some good slapstick and some good funny moments. Again, let's go back to one of my favorite slapstick moments. It's when Ghostface meets Tatum in the garage. She's getting the beer, and he walks up to her and she's like, "Oh, you want to play helpless victim? Please don't kill me, Mr. Ghostface. I want to be in the sequels." And then eventually he pulls out the knife and she's like, "That's a cut, Casper." And then he cuts her. And he goes to attack her, and she just throws the beer at him, and it fucking gets him in the head and the chest. I think one of them hits his dick at one point, fucking covered in beer, and then he gets slapped upside the head with a refrigerator door. I love it. I fucking love it. But it also showed you how human Ghostface was. You know, where it had us questioning in the beginning of the movie whether or not he could be human because of the fact that he's in multiple places at once and he's walking around in public and shit, nobody's saying shit. But when we see him trip and fall and shit, it's amazing. It's fun. It shows you how human Ghostface really is. And, oh, God damn. And let's not forget about the Wes Craven cameo. The Wes Craven, the infamous cameo where the principal is fucking around his office and he hears some bullshit. He walks out and he says, "Those snot-nosed little brats," or something along the lines of that. No, he calls them little shits. He goes, "Oh, quit fucking around, you little shits," something like that. And he opens the door, though, and fucking Wes Craven is in like a Freddy get-up, mopping the floor. He's like, "What you call me?" "Not you, Fred," and closes the door. I love that cameo. Oh my God, that is one of the best cameos in a horror movie. Like, oh. I wish they had more cameos like that. Like Stan Lee cameos would just be fun. That would have been a lot more fun, to be perfectly honest. Especially in the later movies. That would have been fun. Just, oh my God, there's Wes Craven. Granted, that would have been hard since the fact that he passed away. Still, though, funny as fuck, though, if he showed up at different other cameos. But I love the cameo in this. And it's just, this whole movie is just fun. The deaths are fun. The deaths, again, I think there's only 6 people who die in this movie. Of course, you got the opening kill with Drew Barrymore being hung and stabbed multiple times. And then we see her body just with guts pouring out. Fucking Steve. I think that was the name of her boyfriend, right? Steve? Fucking, he's gutted and shit at one point. And it almost looks like, I don't know if it's just the edit or how he's standing, but it almost looks like his hand gets fucking cut off or some bullshit. And let's see, then we got the principal's death, of course. That was pretty badass, even though it was short. But the fact that he was hung up by the goalpost, and granted, we don't see it, but we hear about it during the party that causes everybody to leave. It's, oh my God, they found the principal. He's hung up on the goalpost. Well, let's take a look at him before he died, before they take him down. It makes sense. A bunch of idiot teenagers would want to see stupid shit like that. Scream, that's a good choice when it comes to introduction into horror movies. And Scream is a good choice. Especially this 1996 one. This is, again, hands down one of the best of the franchise. It's one of the best ever. It's almost incredible, though, to see that the MPA almost destroyed it. Like, seriously. But everything about this is great. The comedy is on point. Again, another comedy moment I love about this movie is right after, I think, Gail's already left and she's done throwing Kenny off the car. Just, "Kenny, I'm sorry, but get the fuck off my car!" Fucking drives off and shit. It's when Sydney, I think, is in the police cruiser or whatever, and Ghostface is fucking with the door locks and whatever. And she comes out of the car, and she turns around, there's nobody there. She goes to run back into the house, and you hear, "Sydney, we gotta go!" And then fucking Randy comes hobbling out, and then fucking Stu. So now you're sitting there like, oh my fucking God, who's the killer? Because they're playing the anonymous game. No, not anonymous, Among Us. It's just, oh, you're the killer, no, you're the killer, no, you're the killer. You're doing that shit. And she's just holding the gun, just, fuck you both, and slams the door. Like, that would be me 100%. Just, I don't know who the killer is, and I'm not about to shoot an innocent bystander. Fuck you both. God. And then, again, let's go back to the plot twist, though, real quick. Talking about the writing and shit. The plot twist. The fact that Billy, of course, is the killer, and so is Stu. The thing about the plot twist, not only is the fact that there's 2 killers involved, but the fact that they leaned in heavily that Billy did look pretty fucking suspicious throughout half this movie about being the killer, and then they fucking, quote-unquote, kill him off after they have sex. So, yeah, you're really left like, oh shit, he ain't the killer. He ain't the killer. Who's the killer? You left there questioning and wondering until he crosses happy ass down the stairs. And he's just like, oh my God, Sid, I'm okay. Like, bro, you've been up there for like 10 minutes bleeding out. There is no way you're walking around. Right? Like, oh God. Like, I didn't want to believe it either, but still though, just the fact that as a kid, I didn't even think about it, you know. As soon as they like stabbed him and he came back down the stairs, I thought, oh my god, he survived. And then when he does the infamous lets Randy in, he's like, oh my god, I don't know what's wrong with Stu. He's gone mad. And he looks at Randy and just goes, we all go a little mad sometimes. And then shoots Randy. It was just like, oh my fucking god. Because I was worried for Randy throughout most of this movie. Especially during the infamous 15-second delay scene when he's watching Jamie Lee Curtis, he's watching Halloween, he's just like, Jamie, behind you, Jamie, come on. And Ghostface is right there, and Kenny and Sid are just like, oh my god, Randy! Just freaking out. And then Kenny walks out and gets his throat slit. But yeah, Randy was having such a great time. I want to know, what pulled Randy away from the movie, though? Like, what was it? What was it? Oh, yeah, fucking Scary Movie. Which I find funny that not only did Scary Movie parody Scream, but the fact that they stole Scream's original movie title name, which was Scary Movie. I thought that was funny. Right. Mm-hmm. And the fact that, you know, he after he said that, he had to quote the movie. He was just like, Norman Bates, Psycho. But Billy was a fun killer. Him and Stu were fun killers. I'm sorry, that scene just popped in my head with Stu after Stu and Billy were stabbing each other to make it look like they were going to survive, and then Sydney grabbed her dad and they ran off, and then Sydney calls them, and he's just like, you really didn't call them, did you? You bet your sorry ass I did. My mom and dad are gonna be so pissed. Like, that's the best reaction I ever heard of somebody being told that someone's gonna call the cops on their ass. She's, oh my god, my parents are gonna be so pissed at me. Not the fact that you're bleeding out, which again adds the whole thing. How the fuck did Stu fucking make it to the 7th movie when even he was just like, I feel a little woozy, man. I think you stabbed me too many times. Like, seriously, like fucking seriously. Granted, though, I would personally like to see Matthew Lillard come back as Stu, because Stu was a fun villain. And I will say that about 5 and 6, even though it makes no fucking sense to have Billy back, you know, I am glad that they did bring him back. It was nice to see him. And the fact that, you know what, Steve Audrick, he aged nicely. They only had to de-age him a little bit, but I think it turned out very well, his de-aging. So I'm sure they could do Stu justice, I'm sure. But to be frank, I wouldn't want him back in the franchise because it would make no sense logically. But knowing this franchise, he will somehow magically make an appearance or some bullshit. I don't know. I really don't know. Right? Like, if Stu would have came back in, like, the 4th or the 5th movie, that would have made more sense. Like, okay, yeah, we're going there with him, bringing him back, revenge, maybe framing Sydney for all this shit. It would make sense. But why bring him back in the 7th or 8th movie? Like, why? Just why would you do that? There's nothing he could really add or put into, because he was only in one movie, unless they were trying to get inside the mind of a serial killer. That's the only logical explanation I can come up with, is he's locked up and the Ghostface are killing, but he's being a smart Ghostface and he's covering his tracks and shit. So they go to talk to Stu, and he's got like a 10-minute cameo of him in jail, and they're just talking to him, or a mental asylum or something. Other than that, I really don't see how they could bring Stu in unless they pull a fucking Scream 2. This was Stu the whole time. It's just plastic surgery. Totally still Matthew Lillard though. But we're gonna say plastic surgery. But yeah, guys, I have to say, the Scream franchise, it has its up and down. It does. It has its up and downs. It's got more ups, movie-wise, compared to some of the other franchises. Like, again, Nightmare on Elm Street, I could say 3 of the 6 movies he was in was pretty good. No, 7 if you count Freddy vs. Jason. But, like, the Nightmare on Elm Street 2, 4, 5, that was kind of stupid. You know, Freddy's Dead was kind of stupid. But Nightmare on Elm Street 1 and 3 were pretty good. And Freddy vs. Jason, that was just a fun fucking ride. And, you know, Jason's got the same problem. You know, the first... Then, you know, Friday the 13th, 2, 3, and 4 were really good. 5 was kind of crappy. 6 was good. 7 was 8. 8 was stupid. 9 was stupid. 10 was just stupidly fun. I'm sorry. Like, you sent him to space. You sent Jason to space. You can't get more any stupider than that. Like, you sent the Leprechaun to space. Once you start sending people to space, it's over with. Game over, man. Ask Pinhead. He went to space, too. New Nightmare, yes, that one was good too. I always forget about that one, mainly because I don't put it as it is in the franchise, because it feels like a good standalone movie. It feels like a really good standalone movie. But I do agree, New Nightmare was really fucking good. The meta-ness in that movie is just fun. I like Freddy vs. I feel that. I actually enjoy Freddy vs. Jason. I watched that movie religiously growing up. My mother actually took me and my brother to see that in theaters when it came out. And I can still quote that movie. My favorite scene will still be the corn maze, the corn scene. It's just, this Everclear is kicking my ass. And it turns around, there's fucking Jason just standing there, and he's just like, hey, Jeffro, this is a rave, not a Halloween party. Yeah, invite only, Slowpoke, and you weren't invite. Son of a bitch. Love that scene. Just fucking love that. Just Jason gave no fucks. Freddy gave all the fucks in the world, but Jason did not. But yeah, I can't say, at least the franchise has a higher, the Scream franchise has a higher ranking of better movies than bad movies, compared to some of the other ones. Like I said, it's all about your tastes and preferences when it comes to movies. Yeah, Clark. Freddy vs. Jason, it's not a good movie, but it's a fun movie. And that's something you can say about a lot of horror movies, is it doesn't have to be a good movie. Like, you can enjoy it, you can have fun with it, but it doesn't have to be good. Now, do you want the critical acclaim and shit? Then it has to be good. But if you're just making a sloppy, fun B-rated, slasher flick, just have fun with it. Just have a good time. You have a good time, we as the audience have a good time. You start getting too convoluted and throwing some weird shit and trying to diverge our attention somewhere else, you start losing us. Like there's this horror movie I watched a couple of months back. It was the worst horror movie I ever fucking seen. Hands down. Hands down. One of the worst horror movies I ever fucking seen. It's called Dash Cam. There was nothing fun. There was nothing likable. But the sad part is, it was written good. The premise was good. The idea that the entire movie took place during COVID while this woman was an Uber driver was a good idea. Well, she wasn't an Uber driver. She was driving around. No, she wasn't an Uber driver, I want to say. I can't remember. She spent a lot of time in the fucking car. And the point is, she did little streams where she would free rap and shit. It was a good fucking premise. But everything about that movie was garbage. The writing, about the characters dialogue, the fucking, creature, the whole premise with, the dash cam kind of got broken when the phone is on 0% and it's not streaming the stream. Because the whole movie, we're watching it through the stream. Because we get little chat bubbles of people watching it and shit. Which I thought, was pretty cool. I like that idea. But I start losing my suspense of disbelief when I'm still watching the stream. And on the top of the phone it says, there's no service. How the fuck are we still watching this movie if there's no service? You can't be streaming this shit. Yeah, it's stupid shit like that just irks the hell out of me when it comes to movies. Actually, no, I take that back. You're right. I am wrong on that aspect. Dash Cam is not the worst horror movie I've ever seen. Jeepers Creepers Reborn is the worst horror movie. I almost forgot about that movie, and I just did a review on it, like 2 weeks ago? 2-3 weeks ago? Fucking hated that movie. Oh my God, I hated that movie. I hated everything about that fucking movie. That it was just insulting left and right. That was the worst piece of garbage I've ever seen. You know, I think I'd rather sit through Dash Cam's last 20 minutes than ever have to watch Jeepers Creepers Reborn ever again. And the last 20 minutes of Dash Cam is just her freestyling in the fucking car. I'm not even joking. But I don't know. My thing is the fucking green screen. That shit threw me out of the movie. The way they did Jeepers Creepers, his design, like seriously, go back through my podcast. It should be within the last 2 or 3 weeks. I talk about this disgusting ass movie. I had to watch it twice because the first time I watched it, I was zoning in and out of that movie because it was not holding my attention. The second time, I forced myself to watch it, and it was garbage. It was fucking garbage. Can't say that about the Scream franchise, though. It's not garbage. Like I said, it's got its ups and its downs, but it's not garbage. But I think I've done rambled on long enough about Scream and the franchise and everything. If y'all are curious about some of my inputs and spoilers, reviews, and everything about Scream 6, please check out my podcast exclusively on Anchor and Spotify at this moment. My Scream 6 review. I have lots of fun with that. I did it, I think, the day after I saw it, because I saw it Saturday, so I did that Sunday night. I dove into it. I talk about it. I kind of skimmed over some of my feels about the movie, talking about the review here. But if you want to see a full, in-depth review and spoiler discussion about it, check that out. And also, if you're curious about the worst fucking garbage movie I've ever seen, please check out my podcast on Jeepers Creepers Reborn. Because trust me, man, I'll save you time so you don't have to see the movie. I'll save you time so you don't have to see the movie. But hands down, guys, this franchise, it's got its strong points. 1 and 2 being some good sequels, 4 being a good sequel, 6 being a decent sequel, 5 and 3 being just terrible sequels. It's got its up and downs. I like the new Winnie the Pooh movie. I haven't seen that yet. I want to see it, but I'm sure it's going to be bad because what I've heard about it is that there's a lot of unnecessary long takes for no fucking reason. Like, apparently one of the scenes I heard about is Pooh Bear is about to kill Christopher Robin, and we spend 2 minutes, and this is what I got told from the reviewer, 2 minutes of Christopher just going, "No, Pooh, please stop, no, we were friends, Pooh, why, oh my god," and then Pooh and Piglet slowly moving closer to him. 2 minutes. So, I am curious, though, to see how bad the movie is. Also, I want to see Cocaine Bear. If I can get a chance to watch any one of those movies, I would definitely review that for the podcast. Because I'm just curious. Mainly, Cocaine Bear intrigues me because of the fact that the incident in question actually did happen here in the state of Georgia, up north. No, the bear did not go on a murdering, killing spree and murder 18,000 people. No, he did wind up getting some cocaine, though, that did fall out of a plane. Didn't know that because back in, what was it, January, February, when I saw the trailer for it, I made a joke saying, that is a stupid fucking premise for a movie. And then Eric looks at me and he's just like, you know that really fucking happened, right? And I'm like, what? Just what? But yeah, Cocaine Bear, I definitely want to see that one, though. That just seems like that's going to be fun. And who the fuck spends that much money on a CGI bear to make it look that damn good? To make it that damn good. I actually talked about that earlier, about the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I liked it for the simple fact of the kills were great. That's it. I didn't care about the characters. I didn't care about what was going on in the movie. I just thought it was a fun movie because of the deaths. That one scene in the trailer, the party bus scene. I saw that scene and I was just like, I gotta watch this stupid ass movie. I got to. And you know what? That scene was worth it. That scene was fucking worth it. It's just the whole try anything, you get canceled, bro. Like, dude, who the fuck said that to a guy covered in blood holding a fucking chainsaw? I will never know. I don't give a shit how many people were recording back there. No. Yeah, true. The kills were a little bit fast, but again, it has to do with, I'm assuming, Netflix not trying to show too much of the gore, because there were some gory fucking moments in that movie. Again, my favorite kill of the movie, hands down, has to be, I think one of Bubba's first kills with the dude, where he breaks his arm and then stabs him in the throat with his own wrist bone. That was amazing, fucking great. Now, the chick who died later on in that scene, not so much. She had a great, but he had a great death scene killing the cop. The scene where we see that dude's jaw fucked up before the party bus scene, that was a good death scene. The brutality of the hammer when they're killing that one guy who we thought was like, I guess trying to help Bubba, but not help Bubba, but now he's trying to help the party bus people. Yeah, that guy, yeah, him. I thought he would make it to the ending. No, fucking Bubba just murders his ass, just murders him. And then, of course, just the party bus scene. Where Bubba just slaughters everybody in that bus with the chainsaw and shit. Loved it, fucking loved it. But the writing was terrible. The characters were extremely unlikable. But I did enjoy the kills. And yeah, I thought what they did to Sally was pretty fucked up. Like, I'm sorry, you brought her back for all of 10 minutes just to get stabbed or basically chainsawed and then thrown to the side. Like, you could have done better, man. Like I said, the writing was terrible in that movie. The only bright side was I got pissed fucking drunk, watched it, and then played Dead by Daylight. That's about it. I got pissed drunk, watched the movie, enjoyed all the kills, and then watched Dead by Daylight. I didn't play Dead by Daylight. But like I said, guys, I think I rambled on long enough. We have plenty of other movies to review and look over in the future to come. Again, I'm going to talk about a cute little indie horror movie I absolutely love. I know I've been promising it for weeks now, but we are going to be talking about it. It's going to be Bad Candy. We're going to talk about that one because that's just a fun horror movie to talk about. It's a great anthology movie. It's a fun movie, and come on, man. I got to tell you about the whole Rufy Lenny joke. Like, I gotta talk about that. I gotta rewatch that just for that joke. Like, that joke was priceless. Yes, They is also on my review as well. I just gotta be prepared for They. I watched They, and I'm gonna be honest, episode 5 royally fucked me up. I'm not even joking. Like, this ain't me being dramatic. Like, that ending for 5, it traumatized me. I literally had to go and ask to be held by my boyfriend after that scene because that was just graphic. And that's my line. That's my line. When it has to deal with toddlers and the death of a toddler, that scene just took it too far for me. And it royally was just like, oh my God, like, I needed a minute. So I gotta mentally prepare myself. Because I thought I was mentally prepared to rewatch and discuss Mother. And when we get to that scene when the baby gets killed, and I had to pause the movie to go have a soft, quiet cry real quick. I don't do good with the death of toddlers and babies. Like, if they're like a demon antichrist child possessed by like Satan or something, yeah, fuck that child. Throw it to the curb. But if it's like an innocent baby or toddler that's done nothing wrong, it's not possessed or anything, it breaks my heart when they have to get killed. It really does. But it is a fucking good ass show. I'm not gonna lie. But we're going to go ahead and end the podcast here. I hope everybody who has watched is watching will watch. I hope you enjoy. I hope everybody has a fantastic and a wonderful night. And if you're listening to this podcast on Anchor, Spotify, or whatever you decide to listen to this on, please give this video a like, subscribe, and a follow, because you never know what fuck shit's going to happen. Trust me, I never fucking know. I do my best to keep a schedule. But sometimes I can't help, the internet drops out, or certain movies don't come out till that Thursday, so I can't talk about it till later. Shit like that always happens. But like I said, tomorrow, guys, we're going to go back to the gaming as per usual. I might hit up AJ so we could play some Dead by Daylight, because he's finally feeling better from his COVID attack. So hopefully we can get on, play a couple of rounds. Next week, we're still trying to hold off on Resident Evil 4's release date. So I don't know what kind of games we're going to get into next week. But on the podcast end, we will be doing Bad Candy finally. But that is a story for a different day. So until then, my friends, y'all take care.